You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Frustration get the better of you and make you do things you should never do. You got to keep the faith, you can't surrender. You never know, tomorrow may be brighter. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now, we gotta keep on trying. Keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. As long as you have health and strength, reaching your goal, nothing should prevent. Every time you fall, get up again. Don't sit down there like that and complain. You got to stand up and continue fighting. Don't give up, keep courage, you must win. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now, we gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Obstacles will get in the way, stumbling blocks to hinder your day, but you can't afford to let them stop you. No matter how hard it is to go through, you got to stand up and continue fighting. Endurance shall win in the ending. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now, we gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Strong positive mind, negative thoughts, leave them behind. We got to go forward in sure certainty. Let no element humbug that possibility. But if you give up, you have no way of knowing if next day would have brought good tidings. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now, we gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now, we gotta keep on trying. We gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving. frustration get the better of you and make you do things you should never do. You got to
right now. Yeah, yeah. I must tell Jesus all of my trials. I cannot bear these burdens alone. In my distress, He kindly will help me. He heaven loves and cares for His own. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be. No. My burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone. I must tell Jesus all of my troubles. He is a kind and compassionate friend. If I ask Him, He will deliver. Make all my troubles quickly and hand. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be. I must tell Jesus. My burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone. What must I do when worldliness calls me? What must I do when tempted to sin? I must tell Jesus, and He will help me over the world, victory to win. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be. No. My burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus can help me.
boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those birds we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not bliss while electorals act. How did we ever come to this? But so long we hear it, you got to stand up and be counted. But daily we're intimidated. Every day our next to witness silence while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis, broke police, unruly ISIS, while sweet revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioner still acting Trinbago. It's high time we separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap, while them police busy playing hide and seek. We're facing the world when we had to reap. Hey, oh yeah, oh, save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah, oh yeah. In our schools, kids getting on, we're fighting, making porn. Our school girls, you won't believe, live MMA, they're pulling weave. Check the vibes they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline to Movado, mention maestro, they don't know. No morals, no ethics, there is a centrifugal black hole. Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be frothin', and while church attendance real low. Protest back plus them casino, while black market prices haggling. Through our ports, big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa, human traffic, Trinbago. We can't wait. The devil making hay while we sleep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap, while we look on them as more mothers who weep. We're facing the world when we had to reap. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, now the nation's soul has been revealed. How they find Shannon Banfield, busy street, yes, in our city, killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trinbago, the time is now. We have to take our country back while these monsters flow. We cannot run from their attack. That is why I'm still saying, time to stand up and be counted. Our young girls, they're being hunted, not for jobs by institutions, but by clubs for prostitution. While from you gas, some arranging on the seas, cargo exchanging in the Gulf, drugs, guns and women, and the Coast Guard cannot stop them. Trinbago, the time is now. Look how the murder rate leap. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. Before more of our daughters, they put us to sleep. We must stop this world and we have
get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With a dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. I say you get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so they did care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that eagle eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. Say we got up one morning, independence happening. They think the thing come easy, now they're taking liberty. But if they know about petition, we have to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. To get it there easy, he got to practice economy. From getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner, brother, is a terrible journey, back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, make up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life.
Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. And you know, we always say, ladies and gentlemen, when you're coming to Sunday Talk with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street, we originate, we don't imitate. Doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on. You have on a pink t-shirt, a white t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt. Each and every one is welcome on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics on WZYE 95.9 FM. Doesn't matter what planet you're from. You're from Mazatania, Xenorania, Sonoranius. Each and every one is welcome on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics. And folks, as you come in, share the live on WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Also on WZYE TV and YouTube. Share the live, subscribe as well, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And you know how we start the thing here on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, folks. The only show on the planet with an oath/pledge to the people that listen to us. I will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my pal here, the man himself, the one and only one, Uncle Tommy. Tommy, welcome. I think Tommy mic is muted. Let me see if I could unmute his mic. There we go.
Yes, now it's unmuted. I'm saying
There we go.
afternoon. Good afternoon to you. And how are you this afternoon?
How are you doing, Tommy?
I'm doing quite good, thanks. And yourself?
No complaints. Actually, today is my rest day. So on the days that I rest, I truly do rest. No running today. So only training a few of the clients that I have. But I mean, when I leave here, Tommy, I have 2 other clients later on in the day. So it's always it's a good thing when you're busy. Busy is good, especially Tommy when you're
Yes,
doing something that you love. True love.
correct, correct.
Or yeah, yeah,
How
yeah.
how did you enjoy the opening of the Olympics?
You know, it's interesting that you asked that, Tommy, because it was splendiferous. It was different, so to speak.
Did you see
You know,
the contingent from Trinidad and Tobago on the river on
no,
that boat?
no, I did not. But some people are questioning that Trinidad and Tobago only appears to have 17 athletes.
That's what was said. 17 representatives.
Correct. And Jamaica has 70 representatives.
Well, Jamaica is a lot more serious about sports than we are.
Oh, Tommy, you start already? The program ain't good start yet, but you already start.
You want me to take that back?
I don't want you to take back anything you don't want to take back. But you start so early. I mean, we wasn't even 2 minutes into it, Tommy. And you're already sending out some truth bombs. Truth bombs.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, and it cannot be otherwise.
All right, okay. So that was observed at 17 athletes, as opposed to Jamaica, who sent 70 athletes, right? So Jamaica have about, let's say, about 4 times as many athletes as we send, right? And and to me, Tommy, to me, this administration here is the worst administration for sports in Trinidad and Tobago. By far. Watch the Olympics coming, right? I mean, the Olympics coming. The Olympics is going on, right?
Yes.
Them win the gold medal in the Caribbean for the worst support of sports in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. You might not agree with me, but that's what I believe.
All right.
That is it, boy.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, because and the thing about it, Tommy, I am fully involved in sports. Fully.
This I know. This I know.
Fully involved in sports. It doesn't matter what sport it is. If it's netball, if it's rounders, there are rounders in the games in the thing. I know they are break dancing in the Olympics now, right?
Yep.
But Tommy, is that I know sport? Break dancing is that sport?
Well, I guess you have to be physically fit to do that. Any Jewish schmo can do that. Can you break dance?
Of course, if I teach me, I could break dance.
Oh, you have to learn.
Yeah, it's easy. That come on, man, Tommy, man.
It is not as easy as you think.
Nah, but I once I get into it, I sure I could break dance. Come on, man. You go and break dance and then you win a medal. That's a
Everybody,
sport. That's a
everybody
sport.
can everybody can't break dance, and everybody can break dance the same. There are some who will do it better than others.
Since when that became a sport, Tommy?
And that's debatable.
You know what I think happened, Tommy? I'm speculating here. I believe some rich breakdancing person wanted breakdancing in the Olympics, and they talked to the International Olympic Committee and said, look, how can we get it accomplished? And the International Olympic Committee tell them, well, you know, everything have a price, right? Everything has a price, and the price was called out. The person, you know, accepted the amount, and next thing breakdances in the how come cricket now in the Olympics? You,
Hmm.
you tell me breakdancing come in the Olympics before cricket? One of the top 3 sports in the world? Oh, Tommy, come on now, man.
Yeah, but look at the amount of time it takes to do a cricket match.
Tommy, you know you sound like Fox and Gordon Joseph there.
Well, there has to be a logical reason why cricket wasn't put into the Olympics.
Tommy, 20, we just play 20 overs. You could play 10 overs. You could play 20 overs.
20 overs will still take all day.
20 overs. But look how much days the Olympics is.
Hmm.
To me, you shocked me today, but you shocked me.
I don't know. There has to be a logical explanation for not including cricket
Well, you
because
know what? Go ahead. Let me see if they have. Why is cricket not in the Olympics? Let me see. Let me see if they have it. Why is cricket not in the Olympics? All right, let's take this call. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Anthem. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to all the callers, KC, COP, Anderson, Brooklyn, Port Joseph, and to everybody on the Ivan chat. Mr. Anthem, they're trying
good
to
afternoon. Yeah.
diversify the Olympics so that the young people, the younger, the Gen Z, will be interested in watching these sports.
Mm.
So they will introduce breakdancing and stuff like that. As the time goes, everything does evolve, right? And the young people just lose interest quick. So they had to put. So don't be surprised if rapping will be a Olympic sport just now. Not on the Steve Santos settle.
Yeah, Tommy, there you go. Next thing, you got rapping in the Olympics. All
Well,
right,
then,
Tommy.
then,
So this
then, then, um, one of the other genres of performing arts would have been already because it existed a long time. Classical music, all of these things. So I wouldn't go that far
maybe they should have steel band in the Olympics.
for entertainment.
What entertainment? Gold, silver, gold, silver, and bronze, man. You had a judge, Everything you had a judge, In diving and all kind of thing, they had judges, In steel
That's
band, they had judges.
yeah. That isn't so physical.
Mm. So here what it says, Tommy. Cricket has had a complicated history with the Olympics. It was included only once at the 1900 Paris Games, where only two teams, Great Britain and France, competed. Since then, it hasn't been part of the Olympic program for several reasons. One, complexity and duration. Traditional format of cricket like test matches can last up to 5 days, which doesn't fit well with the Olympic schedule. We already know that's out the window. Global popularity. Let me take this call and we're going to get back. Yeah, Brooklyn, welcome.
Good afternoon to you. Wash, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
Wash
Afternoon.
it. Exercise a person will have to do that will get them fit to play steel pan. Exercise the brain.
Hey, wait. You gotta exercise your fingers, man. Come on.
No.
Yeah.
That's not no exercise.
You have to have strong fingers.
Anybody could pick up sticks and learn to play a pan.
But
I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why baseball cricket is not a sport that they would include in the Olympics is because number one is the same reason why baseball they try baseball and then they keep dropping it off. They bring it back and try it again and then they drop it off. This year I believe no baseball is in the Olympics as well. The thing is these games is too long and boring. You know, sometimes when you're looking at even the swimming and everything, there's people who into that is a more action something, a more faster finish. That too long and boring, worn out. To watch a cricket match in the Olympics. That didn't make they rather have basketball, which a basketball game will go for a certain amount of time and the champion and then win after 7 games or whatever the case is. That's it. But cricket, yeah, cricket. No, not a lot of people really. That cricket lovers, but the world don't really focus too much on cricket. It have a few people out of every country may play cricket. Look at cricket in America here. There's only a few people that know about cricket. Have some people don't know about cricket at all. But if you tell them about baseball, they know about it. So that's the reason why. And breakdancing is a sport. Breakdancing is a sport. You can't just do. Tommy was right. You can't just do breakdance just to watch shit. You have to exercise. You have to have the upper muscle for your hand strength to hold up your whole body. You understand? Some people can even flip phallus to hold up the body on one hand. So breakdancing is considered too because they have movies and all of that where people went and watch is a big thing now. So that's why it's included now in the Olympics. So Uncle Tommy was right about the breakdancing thing. And Wall Street, all they got they are locked on and listening.
Yeah, man, bless.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Tommy, I don't care if Brooklyn agree with you. I don't care if Gordon Joseph agree with you. I don't care if Fox agree with you. I don't see how in God's earth, yeah, put God in there, that breakdancing could be a sport.
Okay.
There's a
Everyone,
breakdancing competition. Huh?
yes, they do.
In Trinidad?
Here in the United States.
Nah, them must be them breakdancing, they must be up in Harlem.
Mm.
We have any breakdancing competition here in New Jersey, Tommy? That you know of?
Not that I know of, but I know when it first came around, there used to be breakdance in competition. But lately,
You know what we should have?
I'm not in the loop
Okay.
to really know.
Let's take this call. KFC, welcome. KFC, turn on your computer.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Wall Street. Good afternoon, Uncle Tommy.
Good afternoon.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Wall Street. Good afternoon, Uncle Tommy.
Good afternoon.
Good
Behind your
afternoon.
loud- Yeah.
Well, I get back my internet after 5 days. I went down to my head office and used some French and going back. Like I said, going back to get back at things in this country. And I go down there Monday, so for them days, tell them that they got out take out some of that money away them.
I guess so.
So the supervisor tell me come down Monday. I guess they go work out something.
Well, that's what you
Well,
have to do.
me and the family stepping out. We're gonna pay the PNM zoo and see what say the PNM animals up there. On the program tomorrow now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey, I want that shirt, man.
All right.
That shirt.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. Good afternoon to Brooklyn. We calling it
Mr.
from
Florida.
out there to Unji and listen and the whole crew now. Well, that's who looks all listed. Love and respect.
Yeah, good.
For
Thanks a
you,
lot.
brother.
COP, welcome. COP. COP, your phone connect. Reconnecting, man. Stay by the. I don't tell you to stay by the Wi-Fi, COP, but you must have about 4 different Wi-Fi's in your house.
Nah. Under the PNM, you can't have all our facilities. Pain, pressure, and problem under the PNM. This KFC is something else. See?
Oh, God.
KFC don't go amongst the PNM family them there. Don't go amongst them there. They will bite you out kind of thing. But Wall Street, and Uncle Tony, good afternoon. Good afternoon to Mr. Florida and KFC and Kingsley and all of them. I just be calling you to this program. Good afternoon. Wall Street, you can break dance?
Oh, you mean if I learn I could break dance? What's wrong with you? If I learn to break dance, I could break dance.
Wall Street, I a break dancer. In my days, I danced with the New York break dancers, and then when they come down here, I was one of the top break dancers up to now, real bad.
COP, that I know competition though.
I don't understand.
I know sports.
I don't understand how it could be in sports. I don't know how dancing could be sports.
I don't know.
But there are certain part in break dance, like the groundwork and all the swipe and horse kick and all them things. That is a part of sports. The top dance and the move and them is dancing, but that are kind of like all the worm and swiping and all that different. I think you can classify as sports. Yeah, it's the groundworks man and them. It's all like all them windmill and thing. That is you can classify that as a sport, gymnastic. Yeah, so break dance is a kind of gymnastic too. But why we don't have cricket? You see that when you read the Wall Street?
Yeah.
You don't listen to that when you read the way you read it. That's not why they don't have cricket in sports.
Yeah.
You know why? Because most of the cricketers and them 100% masculine. Not put it this way. Most of the cricketers and them 100% masculine. That's why they're really not in the World Cup. That's a fact. That's a fact. Watch all them other sports and them. And what listen to the history of all them sport athletes and them. Even right now in this 21st century. And they say we papa.
COP.
And they say we papa.
You're saying that the women are masculine too?
Eh?
You're saying the women who play cricket are masculine as well?
Yeah, well, that is something different. That is something different. We talking about male cricket first. We about the female yet.
Yeah, you basically
female masculine and feminine too. They're masculine and feminine too.
Okay.
Well, shit. And Uncle Tony, I don't leave Uncle Tony today. Today I'm defending Uncle Tony. Uncle Tony, you have a nice day. Be part of a nice program. And you can answer him today. Sarcastic how much you want. You just say, hey, COP defended me today.
Thanks for your support, COP.
Yo,
You enjoy
Tommy,
the rest of yours.
Yeah, Tommy, you see why? Them fellas them supporting you strong today, boy. Strong,
well.
strong. Caller, welcome.
Shit.
Good afternoon, the panel in studio and the panel outside the studio.
Good afternoon, Gonjo.
How are you all?
We are excellent.
Good afternoon. All's well, sir. And you?
Good. Thanks for the opportunity to make a contribution that is geared towards making things better. It's not on Kankatang, Bacchanal, Kuchu. East, west, north, south, 4 points. One, I don't give myself any name. Any name that they hear of me, it was given to me. Because one thing I know for sure, sometimes a name could misrepresent you, because if I go back to my hometown area, the name that you might hear they're referring to me as, it don't represent me now at all. And that could be very misleading. So that's my first point. We have been looking forward to interactive programs. And when I say we, a minute amount, not everybody, because somehow it is in the DNA of too much persons, Bacchanal and Kuchu and Kankatang and Mobilang, and yeah, they thrive on that, right? He say, she say, them say, that program this morning, hear what they say about you, that program, yes, yeah, all right? But there are those of us who look forward to, where things that are being said, not only truthful, but could help, all right? So we look forward to that. Balance, we want to call it, balance. Because you can't be quoting John Paul, but you're quoting what John Paul say Friday, but you're not quoting what he say Monday. All right? Or you ain't quoting Denise at all. Denise say all kind of thing. You ain't quoting that. But what Denise say about John Paul, you're quoting what Denise say. That is not balance. Let's have a next name for that. That is 2. 3. Somehow, sometimes, Tommy come across as if he's not one of those go along, come along talk show hosts. Watch my words carefully, yeah? Don't misrepresent me as you've done on many occasions. Somehow, sometime, Tommy comes across as one who stands on his own 2 feet. He don't come out forceful sometimes, because I guess somebody might say that's what friends are for. But we appreciate that, Tommy. When you think for yourself and you come up with your own position. It might be right, the opposite or left. It might be wrong as a whole, but the whole point it is your position. You ain't going along. All right? And last but not least, I love to read. There's a book that I endorse, and I read that as much as possible because it's based on truth and it helps with life. As a matter of fact, that is why I'm in this good position that I'm in. It's called the Bible. But there's a book that is out there. You can't find it in Amazon. You can't find it in no store. It is in the minds of some people. Dotuishness. That's the name of the book. There are several chapters in that book. And there are those who endorse that book because they will pull out something from it and put it on the air and hope that everybody who hearing will go along with it. Don't even question it, don't even debate it, don't have no dialogue about it. I haven't read it, but I've listened to persons who would have read that book and what they come up with. I hope that the numbers that have read it will get less. Of course, call the girl, the Golden girl. Nigeria, Spain. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I am saying that the only book that I guarantee and sure about is the Bible. You see that dotuishness book? That is trouble. That don't help at all. Well, it don't help properly because there are those who need a massage, and yeah, that would help them.
Thank you, man.
That kind of dotuish. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for allowing me this contribution.
Absolute, no problem.
Thank you, Gordon.
Tommy, I had to give you credit, eh? Today, boy, they batting with you, Tommy, boy. They batting with you, even though no cricket in the Olympics, eh? But they're batting with you. They're going to bat for you. Listen, Tommy, if Gordon Joseph could come and bat for you, I don't know, boy. I don't know what. I don't know if you have a glass in your right hand or your left hand, or if it's on the table, but I don't know what to say, Tommy. And Tommy, but listen to this, Tommy. You hear he talk about balance, right? Tommy, did he talk about anything we talked about in the first 10 minutes?
No.
Okay. So we are balanced, right? Because we allow him to come up with his 4 points. Right?
Well,
He talked
we always allow his 4 points. We never go against.
And that is what balance is about. Even though he points today, I don't know. That's why I think he had to have a glass in his left hand or his right hand. One or the other. I don't know what's in the glass, but there's a great possibility he had a glass in his hand.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my zodiac sign is what makes me balance because I'm a Libra, and that's his scale.
Oh, that's what it is.
I said
Depends
maybe.
on. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let me finish this quickly. We was talking about the cricket before. We talked about the complexity and duration. Traditional formats of cricket, like test matches, can last up to 5 days, which doesn't
Right.
fit well with the Olympic schedule. We already know that's out the window because they could have a 10 over match or a 15 over match, and it goes stay long. It goes stay much shorter. Global popularity, while cricket is immensely popular in countries like India, Australia, and England, it doesn't have the same global reach as other sports traditionally included in the Olympics. That's not true. I don't agree with that. You agree with that? Cricket is one of the most popular sports in the world.
It's extremely popular. Even it's gaining popularity here in the United States too. The only thing is
Yeah.
that the format which was previously used would have been counterproductive. 5 days. But I'm saying that with some of the new formats, 20 overs or 10 overs, if you want to make it 5 overs just for Olympic reasons or whatever. But it wouldn't be as exciting for 5 overs as with a somehow, the duration is the problem.
Yeah. Let's take this call. Movari Fender, welcome.
Yesterday, watch it around to Tommy.
Same to you.
Yeah.
And I went on Google that book there. Oh God, Nico Joseph and tell he was the author. Oh, because you hear what he's saying, right? People have been a program that talk about what the people say in the morning, right?
Yeah.
That's how debaters go. If you say something wrong, we come to debate it.
Correct.
We come to show facts that is not right. If you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand. Correct is right.
He come to talk about biasness and program with Bacchanal and Coach. Coach Joseph, come watch your football now, please. And leave me now. Right thinking people, leave me now. Let me talk now. What should they see that they saw that Princeton Nelson getting 20 million?
Yeah, I have it right up on your screen here. 20 million.
All right,
Yep. I see it.
nice.
Yeah, we go talk about that.
That's what I want to talk about. You see what important things talking about, getting a call, and I realize that with him.
Yeah.
He's ready to come in, pelt that job and run back out. But when serious thing talking, he does never want a puppy. Enjoy it now. Come back in later on.
Yeah, man. Bless. Yeah. Hello, caller. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call.
Wait. Stop. You gotta take that back. We just always no, we don't want that perception. That's not fair. That's unfair to us.
No, I don't understand. I don't understand.
What do you mean? Thanks for
Do
taking
you
your
have-
call. We just
Do you
always
have
take your
several
call.
calls coming in at the same time?
But we just always take your call if we
No,
always.
a question I'm asking. Do you have several calls coming in at the same time?
Yes. But we can't
Alright.
take your call.
So then what did I say wrong?
You said
You could have
thanks for
take call A, you could have take call B, you could have take call C.
But listen
You
to this.
take my call at the time and I'm
But listen-
appreciative of that.
But listen to this.
So
Don't
you jumpy,
yeah,
so
don't create that perception that we ain't taking your call, man.
Huh?
We just take everybody
Man,
calls.
I never say anything, but I always tell you that I appreciate your program because
Alright.
I'm, like many others, allowed to contribute
Alright.
without getting badger and bulldoze. And once I don't go along with you, a dotish and
All right, go ahead.
P&M
All right, go ahead. Go, we
You
getting
understand what I'm saying?
yeah, we getting close to top of the hour.
Gosh,
Go ahead.
You had
Woo.
crab with pepper this morning, boy. Take
No,
it
no,
easy
no,
now, man.
no.
Drink a little water, all right?
No, I eat.
Yeah.
I eat with
I
pepper.
didn't know. I didn't know to comment on what you all were talking about first.
Yeah.
All right. My little understanding, subject to correction, is that any sport that is in the Olympics is as a result of recommendation and enough persons showing that kind of interest to have it there. Because I see that thing in there that I find I had no interest at all. But I can't think about me. What the majority see as, yeah, we could put that, yeah, we could bring that. They look at the logistics, they look at everything, and that's how I understand it. And cricket have not gotten a kind of representation to be part of it. Yes, I know it have where it was suggested that it should be an Olympic sport. Because yes, as how we named it suggested, you could play 5 overs, you could play 10 overs. You understand? And they have golf. And golf is there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you could have cricket, right? But I believe my understanding is that cricket have not gotten sufficient representation. And that is why it is not an Olympic sport. And I will take the chance to put in yet.
Thank you.
And I will finish by saying, I, Gordon Bernard Maloney, the first, blessed of God and favored highly, endorsing anybody who is found guilty of a crime to face whatever is on the books that is in law. Anybody. I don't care what color they're wearing. I don't care which party they belong to. I don't care what is their position. Anybody that is found guilty, I am endorsing that they should face whatever the penalty is for such. And I look forward to anybody that is before the courts now or will be before the courts, that they be dealt with so that we could move on rather than just have it hanging there, have it hanging there, have it hanging there. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Top of the hour. Let me step off
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yeah, folks, of course, and we're gonna come back to the chat. Folks, it's Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, share the live on WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe to WZYE TV on YouTube. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And those calls are WhatsApp. You can also send voice notes to those numbers as well. So we're gonna go for a quick station identification, and we'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere. Let me see if I can line this up here properly. Okay, I'll do this. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. And folks, you know we have some breaking news, right? You know we have a breaking news segment here. So let's go to that.
See, I'm just 5 years now with this internet and I can't get it. I don't got the office yet. You didn't tell me they're coming up to now. And I paid my money. What was going on there? So popular that I go through in this life? I want my internet now. And I leave until I get my internet. I pay my money. I ain't owing them nothing. Yeah. Since Sunday, my internet done after 8. I went on the Tuesday. They said they was send a technician tonight. Bam, I come up, no technician. Went on Wednesday again. They say they was send a technician between 10 and 2. No technician. You know, I went on there Friday and got like I would jam it and said I used some French. You know, they send a technician 5 o'clock Friday. 5 days I was on my internet. They saw they do popular in this country. And they go like a jam it and cuss and get on. How wicked and evil this PNM government is. UNC, I'm proud. Vote UNC. They got this evil, wicked PNM. Fire about the PNM, that'll go. Alright, all love in the house.
So that's our breaking news segment today. That's our breaking news segment today, of course. Tommy, you see the breaking news segment. So
yes, so KFC had to get on.
KFC had to get on in order for him to get is what he needs. So let me finish up this quickly and then we're gonna get to the chat. So the third characteristics was logistical challenges. Organizing cricket matches requires special infrastructure and large venues, which can be challenging for host cities. However, there's good news for cricket fans. Cricket is set to return to the Olympics at the Los Angeles 2028 Games in the T20 format, which is shorter and more suitable for the Olympic schedule. So there we have it, folks. In 2028, we will have cricket in the Los Angeles Olympic Games. Yeah? You know, Tommy, I feel I'll go to that, you know.
Yeah, 28 Gospel Life, that'll be a nice trip to make.
Yeah, that'll be a nice trip to make. Yeah. I think I'll go try and organize that one. So let me go into the chat. First in the chat today was Hailey. Hailey says, Watak, Sunday blessings and love, the day of the sun celebration of good eating and enjoyment, with our families. Caribbean Souls went welcome. Caribbean Soul says Wall Street. So Trinidad set up polling stations for Venezuelans to vote today in Venezuela election. Nah. Caribbean Soul, nah. Tommy.
I'm listening.
You Caribbean Soul, you had to send me. Caribbean Soul, please send me the article or whatever it is with that, please. Nah, Caribbean Soul. Tommy, I don't want to believe that.
Neither do I.
I don't want to believe that. Caribbean Soul, I don't want to believe that.
And proof.
You mean the current party, led by Prime Minister Rowley, set up polling stations in Trinidad? I don't want to believe that. Caribbean Soul, could you please send me the or direct me to the Express, the Guardian, or maybe Venezuelan Times, or the Venezuelan Newsday, however it is. I want to get some confirmation of that. Because, Tommy, there's no excuse now. No excuse if that is the case. Anyway,
for us not being able to vote in the United States.
Right. Let me wait to get the confirmation from Caribbean Soul. Caribbean Soul, you're on the clock, eh? You're on the clock. Yeah, Mover Defender.
Check your phone. Check your phone.
Check my phone? Okay, I'll check it. Yeah. I'm gonna check my phone here, Tommy. I'm gonna check my phone, Tommy. Tommy, let me check. Tommy. I checking my phone, Tommy.
Proof that Venezuela.
Hold on,
Proof.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see if this is it. What's this here? Hold on. Wait, basic video.
Proving that Venezuelans are set up.
Yeah, Tommy, hold on. All right, hold on, All right. You know what I go do? I go download that video because all right. So I get the video and then I get the wording. So I'm gonna download the video and play it. This video by GML's Darius Polo shows a group of Venezuelan citizens who currently live in Trinidad searching for their identification or to confirm that they are eligible to cast their ballots into those presidential elections in their home countries. These Venezuelans were checking their information on a list provided at the Venezuelan embassy here in Port of Spain.
Okay.
So Tommy.
It's not the TT embassy, or government. It's the Venezuelan embassy that made it possible for them to.
But wait.
Cast their ballot.
We have a consulate here in Manhattan.
I fully agree. As a matter of fact, we have consulates in more places.
All about the place. So listen to this, eh? I am making a clarion call to the People's National Movement for the next general election. We, citizens here in the United States of America, be able to cast their ballots. There is no reason now, Tommy, none, absolutely none, that this current government don't allow us to vote in the next general election.
And the criteria should be a valid ID card or a valid TT passport.
Correct is right. Simple. If they could do this, if they could allow Venezuela to do this in Trinidad and Tobago, then they can allow us to vote as well. So I am calling on the opposition. Yeah. The UNC, all you have to take this up, eh? All you have to take this up. They have to take this up, Tommy.
Absolutely.
This is, and I'm calling on them, eh? And all you know me, eh? All you know me. When I start something, it don't finish, eh? Until it finish. So I am, look. Who am going to call here, boy? Who I could call? Let me see who I could call.
Naked.
Let me call Naked. Yeah, let me call Naked. Let me see if Naked go pick up his phone. Let me call Naked. I gonna call. Let me call him and see. I'm steaming today, Tommy. I'm mad like hell.
Just stay calm.
All right, stay calm. Ah.
Get mad, I gotta send you Bellevue. That's we sentence here.
Yeah. Caribbean Soul says, so Vassan Brad want to join back the UNC. It's a response from the leader. I want Kamala, don't make that mistake or else I will not be voting this election. Well, Caribbean Soul, that decision already been made, eh? We go play a video with that. Yeah. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I hope you're having a super special Sunday. Yeah. Good evening, Hanif. All right, no answer. Let me call who else I could call, boy? Let me call who is this? Rudy and Darsing. I think I have his number. RUDY. Who is the person responsible for
Communication.
foreign affairs? Who is he?
I'm not sure.
Hey, so can somebody put in the chat for me who's the shadow minister for foreign affairs? The shadow minister. Does have a shadow minister? Who is the shadow minister for foreign affairs?
Somebody else would know. I don't have a clue.
Yeah, let me try Rudy and Darsing. You have a meeting today?
Maybe.
Biz not welcome. Caribbean Soul said Vincent received 20 million from the state. Yeah, we go talk about that. The same man who Faris and them choose to be on the no answer from him. Let me try Rudal Mooney now. Let me try he and see if he go pick up the phone. I'm trying Rudal Mooney now. Margaret, welcome. Michael Nero, where you joining us from? Margaret Ganesh. This is cake decorating the Olympics as well. What? Margaret, you serious? Cake decorating? Tell me about that?
No. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, you mean you wouldn't be surprised? I will be shocked. A pleasant sunny afternoon. Patricia, welcome. All right, no answer from that person too. Who's the next person we have in here, boy?
Afternoon, Pat.
Who?
No, I was telling Patricia good afternoon too.
Who's the next person we have in here? Oh, let me try that fella. What is the name, boy? Lida. Let me try Lida. Let me see if he go pick up before. And then all of a sudden, boy, so we can't get him again, boy.
Wow.
Like we number under scrutiny now, what Tommy?
Hello.
Senator Damian Lida, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. Who's that? The professor?
Yeah, you are live on WZYE 95.9 FM with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. I'm not going to keep you long. We have a quick question for you. You know, we live here out in the diaspora, and we saw a news, somebody brought it to our attention that Venezuelans residing in Trinidad can go to the Venezuelan embassy to see if they name on a list, and they can vote. Is that accurate, or did we miss something?
If they can vote in Trinidad?
Yeah, they can vote for in the election in Trinidad.
No, I know they have to become.
No. Not the Trinidad election. The Venezuelan
election.
Oh, the Venezuelan election.
Yeah.
No, I'm not aware of that.
Okay.
I haven't been following it to that extent to see whether they can do that. If it is I don't know if the embassies carry the same machine or whatever that they use in to allow for international citizens to vote. I don't know if they are that advanced or where they are with that. I can't answer.
Right.
But yeah.
Because Senator, we were just sent an article in the hold on, let me just get it quickly here for you. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Let me just quickly get this for you here. Because my thing is this, right? My thing is this, right? We live here in the United States of America. And is my belief, if this could happen for Venezuelan residing in Trinidad and Tobago, why this can happen for us living in the United States of America who are
Or even in the
citizens
diaspora.
in the diaspora and have an ID card, have a valid passport in order to vote in an election?
Well, that is an interesting question because if that technology existed or if that is a system that existed during the COVID pandemic, you may have seen a different result in the election of 2020 when so over 30,000 citizens were locked out of the country at that point.
Correct.
So as you raise that there, it's very if we as a country need to really consider something like that going forward to ensure that citizens still have a say. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, because you may be living in the diaspora in the US or England, that don't mean that one day you wouldn't come back home to your country. So you would still want or you may have family in the country, or you may want to visit, or you may want to have a summer home. It's your country at the end of the day. It's your right as a citizen to have a say in a free election, a free and fair election. So I would agree with you. I think it's something to think about. But granted that it's a system that cannot be thwarted or cannot be
correct
manipulated.
Right.
Because the level of trust I have for even the voting in Trinidad, with EBC, the level of trust I have for that, which is not that much. Especially when you consider that the niece of a former member of parliament and the best friend of a current member of parliament and minister is the head of the EBC. Is, I mean, where's the confidence? So you'd have to have a level of confidence in the system for me to agree with something like that. But I do think that it is I think it's something useful to speak about.
And Senator, I will like the UNC to look into something like this, okay? And I am going to be on this because I think Senator, whether you for or against it, in this country here, there is enough proof that nobody can come and try to steal or steal an election or any kind of fraud with election voting here in the United States of America. You know what I mean? So I believe that is something I would like to see. We would like to see the UNC, follow up on and give us some sort of confidence in the diaspora that no, this is not happening here. And let me just read this quickly for you. It says, this is CNC3 television. This video by GML's Darius Polo shows a group of Venezuelan citizens who currently live in Trinidad searching for their identification in order to confirm that they are eligible to cast their vote in today's presidential election in their home country. These Venezuelans were checking their information on lists provided at the Venezuelan embassy here in Port of Spain. And they have a picture of people checking a list to see if their names were on it, I guess in order for them to vote. So, I was just trying to reach out. We were just trying to reach out to somebody from the UNC in order to tell them, listen, this is something you have to look at because we in the diaspora feel that, we don't really hear from the government until an election comes up. And they're looking for us to come back to Trinidad in order to vote or to support them.
Right. Well, to me, I mean, that is not, I don't know it to be on our list of policies at this point, but it is something, as I said, that is interesting to look into. I mean, of course, these type of decisions would be taken by the what is supposed to be the Independent Election and Boundary Commission, where they would propose these type of changes, and I would imagine if it is something new that might have to come to the Parliament um, to be debated, because something like that really anything that deals with the rights and freedoms of citizens, must come to the Parliament and must be debated. So I would think that something like that would have to be amended. But again, as I said, it's not something that I know of being a part of the current policy of the UNC. But it is certainly something that one can question, because I agree. I agree that we all citizens have a right to take part within the elections, and if there is a system that we are able to conduct without any risk of tampering or influencing and so on, I would support something like that. Because I believe, my personal belief is that if you're a citizen but you're living somewhere else, that will take away your rights as a citizen. You're still a citizen of the country.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, you're born and bred in the place. You might have left the country to seek opportunity elsewhere, maybe because in the last 9 years the economy crashed, and the opportunities have become far and fewer now, that so many people it's like an exodus out of Trinidad now. I'm standing up right now in Piarco Airport, and the line on a Sunday is sneaking all the way to the escalator coming up. I mean, I just tell you, the loads of people, and my question is, how many of them try to jump out of this place now after almost 350 murders in July? Right? Look, they had one this morning again, right in St. Anne's. A fella walking on the road, just minutes away from the house of the Prime Minister and the President, and a few minutes away from a Belmont police station, and that car just pulled up and gunned down a fella broad daylight in the street. That must be number 350 by now. So it's a dire situation in Trinidad, and a lot of people are now considering their future, where they want to be, if they want to stay in this country, if they want to go to safer pastures, or where there may be opportunity. And when that happens, that doesn't make them any less of a citizen. This means that they have little faith within the governance of the country at this point, and they will leave, and maybe they'll come back at some point. But yes, they should have a right to have a say in a free and fair election. My only point would be to ensure that it cannot be manipulated, because, partner, anything that could be manipulated when it comes to this current administration, of course, I know I'm being biased here, but you see all kind of things, man. I need to know that it can't be manipulated. Once it can't be manipulated, I support it.
Senator, we want to thank you so much for taking our call. You always come true. You always come true. Thank you. Anything else you want to say before you go?
Well, no, I just want to do a big shout out to you, the professor. I see some very nice pictures of you with your tassel and your hat and tassel and thing, like you was involved in some graduation ceremony recently. So I saw that.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see you get in there, and Uncle, I think Uncle Tommy there with you.
Yeah, Uncle Tommy's there.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. So shout out to all your listeners in the diaspora. Continue listening to this program. It's a very educational program about issues of not just in the diaspora, but in Trinidad and Tobago. So shout out to all the listeners. I'm about to board a flight for Miami now. So I'm coming up to the southern part of your neck of the woods. Yeah. But all the best to you guys. It's always a pleasure speaking to you all, and I always enjoy speaking on this program. Even though I know my professor is a heavy PNM stalwart there, but I'm convinced I'm going to change you one day. I'm convinced I'm going to change you one day.
Anyway,
thank you, Senator.
Bon voyage, Senator.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys, take care. All the best.
Yeah.
All the best to you too.
Yeah,
well,
nice
at least you get the buzz going that
yeah, that we have an interest in that. You understand? Because all right. Caller, welcome.
Yes. I am glad that you had that interview there with Mr. Ryder. I find he was Very interesting. Yeah, I agree with the idea of the voting system. All right, which I agree with it too. This is 2024. And if something like that could work out, unlike how you just jump out and you get mad and you're ready for the whole PNM by the throat. And so I'm thanking you for taking your time and settling down and make some calls. Your first two calls, you ain't get through at all. Unlike what you were saying before, you could always get the opposition and them, but you can't get no PNM people. Well, I don't know if you still hold to that view.
Well, I'm
all
gonna
right, so I want to, say that was good. The other point I have is that he 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 said that thing might have been different in 2020 if we had that kind of system with the amount of people that got locked out and so on. Well, based on what Mr. Lee said, I think it would have been different but better for the PNM because they had already concluded that they were going to lose the election before the election came.
Okay.
They had already concluded that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So all right, so I looked on and listening. Any shippiness I hear, I will respond. Any good thing I hear, I will respond. All right?
Okay.
Thank you, Gordon.
Oh God, Tommy. I know well. Hey, Tommy. All right. I'm gonna call. We originate. We are the first program that has pick up and just call people just
Cold calls.
Cold calls. We're gonna call Keith Scotland. Keith Scotland. Let me see if look at here. Let me see if Keith Scotland go pick up his phone now. We're gonna call a PNM person. That's how we balance here, Gordon Joseph. We're gonna call a PNM person. Let me see if they pick up. Nah, Keith Scotland go pick up. He go pick up. He go pick up. He just pick up his phone. I'm telling all your Keith Scotland just pick up his phone. If it's one thing. Gordon Joseph, Keith Scotland just pick up his phone.
Yeah, hello?
Mr. Keith Scotland, welcome. You are live on WZYE 95.9 FM in New York and New Jersey.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Scotland, and Uncle Tom, Mr. Scotland announced to the whole audience that Mr. Keith Scotland will pick up his phone. And you prove me correct.
Yes. This is not from New York. This is not the call from New York.
Yes, this is the call from New York. WZYE 95.9 FM.
But I pick up my phone. I'm heading off to my annual conference and annual general meeting and election of officers for 2:30. So talk to me.
Quickly. Mr. Scotland, first of all, we want to congratulate you. We want to congratulate you on your appointment as a senior counsel, as well as your appointment as a minister in the Ministry of National Security. We want to
thank you very much.
Right, and we see that you are already on the ground in that you were talking about the person that were killed in Sealots, and that you were going to make sure that that thing is come to some completion. However it is,
however the chips fall, they would lie. But it is important, and I want to say we want good behavior in Trinidad and Tobago. We really will not tolerate continuing going down the road that we're going down. We want a Trinidad that you and I are accustomed to, that is crime-free, a Trinidad and Tobago that doesn't have this amount of guns and this amount of assaults with weapons. That is unacceptable. So I call upon those who are bent on that type of activity. Yes, they saw a very humane side yesterday because a constituency lost his life and there's no coming back from death unless it's the afterlife. But we want people to behave, because if you do not behave, the law will come for you. You will have to face the courts.
Yes, indeed.
Mr. Scotland, I want to ask you a quick question and then we go at you. Do you feel any kind of way that you are a senior counsel and you're reporting to a person who is kind of junior you as an attorney?
I feel absolutely no way about that. It's a collaborative effort. It is not about ego. There is no issue where that is concerned. I am here to do a job appointed by the Honorable Prime Minister, and that came after due deliberation. I will do my job. There is no chasm. There's no pull and tug.
Mr. Scotland, I'm going to say thank you so much for taking the time
You are
in order
very
to pick up
welcome.
the
Now,
phone.
before you put me on the spot again next time, let us do a proper. Let me settle in, and I guarantee you, once you have a proper notice, I will take time and I can edify, because I know the diaspora is out there listening, and I would want them to understand what is being done. I want them to judge me. I want them to give me their opinion.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much.
We have ideas that we'd like to share with you.
I did answer the phone, didn't I?
You did. You did. Thank you so very kindly.
On a Sunday afternoon at 2:23.
Yes.
Have a good afternoon.
All right. Take care.
All those subscribing on Tobago and on the World Wide Web and on your program and who are listening.
Thank you
Cheers.
so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah. Now,
What
Tommy.
a gentleman. What a gentleman.
Now, Tommy.
It's completely opposite to the National Security Minister.
Correct is right. Completely opposite. And that only took him 3 to 4 minutes, Gordon Joseph. 3 to 4 minutes. And look, he calling back. Look, he calling back. Look him. Look him. Yeah. What you have to say now? Go ahead, Gordon Joseph. We listening.
Well done. Well done, Mr. Nesbitt. That is what we call balance. You call one from that side and you call one from this side.
We always did that.
And it also supports supports my position that you can't just call somebody suddenly and they have to answer you.
Yes.
And when they answer you, you're cussing and carrying on and want to walk with placard. That is wrong. That is not phone ethics.
That is right.
Public servants are public servants.
Public
servants are public servants.
Radio. You give them a heads up. Listen, I would like to call you at 4:30. Is that a good time for you?
We don't do
According
that.
to what they say, okay, 4:25. Okay, I'll call you at 4:25. This is the agenda. XB, blah, blah, blah. And you get them done. And that is mature phone ethics. Don't just call somebody and say, all right, I am on thing and I am live and I want to ask you X, Y, Z, and they're not prepared for it. Remember, they're not sitting down waiting on you and have nothing else to do. No? You understand what I'm saying? All right, so well done. Keep that balance. That was balanced today. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, but a public servant is a public servant, and he's a public servant all the time once he's in service.
Correct is right. You take, go ahead.
Sometimes you may give a heads up if you want to have a long, in-depth conversation with them, or sometimes you may just put in a cold call because you just want a quick opinion or to verify something quickly.
And Tommy, when we call Phil Gerald Hines, right? Because Tommy, you know Keith Scotland is the Minister of National Security in waiting, right?
Absolutely. I think he's the true Minister of National Security.
Good.
Untitled.
Good. Tommy, I don't think there's anywhere else in the world where you have senior counsel that you have a junior attorney reporting to a senior counsel. You know anywhere else in the world that
it doesn't add up.
There is nowhere in the world a man who is and I'm saying junior and senior, folks, in terms of status as far as attorney is concerned. Senior counsel is the highest we could get in Trinidad, right, Tommy? As attorneys.
This is correct.
Right? And you have a man who is junior to you, right? And you reporting to him. Eh? And listen to this. We know that the only reason why Keith Scotland is appointed as a junior minister is because of the abysmal failure by Phil Gerald Hines. And you take away the biggest portfolio of your ministry from you and give it to somebody else.
You see, what's even worse, in my humble opinion, is the person who made the appointment, how he thinks it looks to us who have a mind and a brain in our head and think about what is being done.
I mean, Tommy, anybody, I don't think the PNM people will be able to figure that out, though.
What are you saying? They don't have a brain in their head?
I'm not answering that.
But if they have a brain, they would think.
They will what? What?
They would think about just what we just said.
They will what?
And
What you said?
you don't put a junior to be in charge of a senior first to begin.
Yeah,
And secondly,
go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead.
and secondly, if you put in somebody to fix a problem, you give them the authority.
Tommy, you said about think, and PNM people think. You mean defend? You didn't mean think.
Okay, all right.
You mean defend?
Okay, I withdraw.
Oh, all right. No, you don't have to withdraw. You could defend too.
No. I'm not defending. I'm not defending because I know what's logical and what's illogical.
You could defend too, Tommy.
And Gordon, if you agree with me, you can say.
Look him. No, look him here. Look him here. Go ahead, Mr. Gordon Joseph. Oh, he hung up. Move. Oh God. Yeah, Brooklyn. Move a defender. Call back.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
And Uncle Tommy. When they drink alcohol, right? plenty alcohol, just eat out your liver and you just end up dead. You see, PNM people, they be drinking plenty Balize juice. Balize juice just eat out your brain and it just become brain dead. So Wall Street is absolutely right on this one, Uncle Tommy. A lot of PNM people is brain dead. So to think for themselves, they can't do that. That's why my partner Gordon Joseph is like that. He's a PNM too and call himself Balance. Gordon Joseph, stop drinking that Balize juice. PNM must go.
Yeah, man. Bless. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Good afternoon. One of these days, I will get the answer to this question. If I get it today, I'll appreciate it very much.
Okay.
If you're not supporting the view of the go along, come along talk show host, that makes you a PNM caller. That is one. Two, if you are, well done, girl. If you are hearing a different view concerning the opposition that opposing anything, even what is good, that makes, I mean, if you're supporting them and they are supporting something that is not good for the country, that makes you a UNC? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay?
Thank
you. And last but not least, everybody is free to think and to choose. Not everybody will do so wisely. All right? I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe it are real UNC people extremely disappointed with you because you leave quite America, not once, twice, coming down to Trinidad and Tobago and vote and did not vote for UNC. Vote for PNM and they will accuse you of having them where they are. Right? They will accuse you of having them where they are because you leave quite America and come down here and then vote for UNC, your party, you vote for PNM. When you're pelting, you use your right hand.
You see what Joseph, let me answer you. Yeah. That's why you call him Gordon Joseph. Let me answer you, Gordon Joseph. You see, Gordon Joseph, what happened, Gordon Joseph, is that. Yeah. Move defender, welcome. Move defender, welcome. Yeah.
Well, with my opinion, Phil Geraldine was fired. But the arrogance of the Prime Minister wouldn't do it outright.
Okay.
Because you brought in a help, right?
Yeah.
And saying he was distracted. And Phil Geraldine saying he was not distracted. So I am telling you, in my opinion, Phil Geraldine was fired. Because if you watch the portfolios where Keith Cutler is in charge of, is the main issues.
Yep.
The main issues of national security.
Yep.
But the Prime Minister is so arrogant and don't want people to believe that he's disappointed in Hines after he says so many times he has confidence in Hines. He didn't want to fire him outright.
Yeah, correct.
But I'm telling you, with my opinion, Phil Geraldine was fired. Enjoy your evening.
Yeah, man. So what you're saying there, over defender, field journalists get fired on the job, right, Tommy?
Yep.
Hello, Anna. Welcome,
Hello, good afternoon, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody on the chat.
Miss
Good
Santa Cruz.
afternoon,
Welcome.
Anna.
Miss Santa Cruz. Welcome. Go ahead. We hearing you.
Hello,
Yeah, we hearing you. Go
are you
ahead.
hearing me?
Loud and
All
clear.
right, good afternoon. Good afternoon to everybody there.
Good
You
afternoon.
know, first I want to say, I want to tell Mr. Scotland, when you start to walk the talk, then I will believe that you can be the change. But that was just a show to show people, all who clamoring for Phil Gerald Hines to be removed. That was just a show. Nothing is going to come out of that. He cannot override the real Minister of National Security. As much as he will want to do something, he cannot do it. My next point is, your caller said that UNC callers were angry with you for coming down to Trinidad twice to vote for the PNM. I wasn't angry with you, I was disappointed in you. You know why? Because, okay, the first time you believe Rowdy lies. You believe all that he said about Kamala Tiffany. Now, I put it this way, for you to really, really have to be to vote for this man. You come down, you wanted to give him a chance because he was the crime buster. You wanted to give him a chance. You believe, well, I have to say believe, in inverted commas, that all about Section 34, all about the stealing the HSF money, everything you believed in the emails. I guess you believe in the emails, and you came down here and you voted. But what disappointed me, you saw what happened in that 5 years, which was absolutely nothing, and you came back down again and voted for him. How are you feeling now? How are you feeling? Tell me. And by the way, Mr. Wall Street, this is Miss Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I know. I know. Go ahead.
I want to ask you how you feeling now to see twice. Now, you didn't have to vote for the UNC, you know. You could have withhold your vote. You could have withhold your vote. What you see that man is doing. Look at the second term. Look at what went on. And should that man be given a third chance, we will eat the bread that the devil need. That is what is going to happen here. What he didn't destroy in the last 9 years, he's going to finish it because he will have 5 more years to finish it again. What he's doing to the people of this country is ridiculous. It's distasteful, it's vile. You want to tell me that after 9 years, Wall Street, not a pensioner, not even those people in the disability grant, nothing you give to these people, but spending money, wasteless money on vanity projects. Look right now, and I always raise this issue with you. 57 million plus to fix the zoo. Put in a cinema for who? And they couldn't fix those 2 schools in Laverdale. And not one person in Laverdale came out and march against that. They never hit the streets for that. All what he's doing to them, they never hit the streets, even beat them. Look what it was I passed around the savannah. What used to be the Ministry of Agriculture is now the Office of Foreign Affairs. When they say that was going to be a hotel, and we protested because K-Pop is right opposite. Now, lo and behold, opposite, where the partnership government had prepared the land and everything to rebuild the St. Clair Police, there's a big billboard. There is going to house, I think, election and boundaries, new headquarters. Why it is that they can do all of that, Wall Street, and not finish the schools and them for our children? It's for PNM children as well. But you know what? He's too wicked. And every evil has to come to an end. It must come to an end. And I don't care what anybody say. Kit Rowley is not doing anything for the poor in this country. And his promise was to make the rich richer, and we are seeing that. And before I leave, you see, he's now making Stuart Young acting prime minister. After 9 years, Imbert is no longer the acting prime minister. Did it have to take I'm not accusing anybody yet, but missing 3.7 billion to remove him as acting prime minister? Something is very strange here. Thanks for chatting with me, and take care.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let me say this, Let me make this clear. I believe in transparency and accountability. And I absolutely have always said I supported the PNM in 2015, 2020. And let me say this, the reason why I supported the PNM is because I believe at that time the PNM was the right party to empower the people of Laventille and environs. I'm being very biased here. To empower and make Laventille and environs different. After the first 5 years, nothing didn't happen, right? I said, you know what? I believe that if they come back, they will do something for Laventille. This will be a different. And when I started to see, and the thing that turned me is when I directly communicated with Prime Minister Rowley with respect to the Laventille to Washington Empowerment Center. I didn't go to a minister or directly to the Prime Minister with respect to the former Workers' Bank building and the Laventille to Washington Empowerment Center. When I realized that the PNM really didn't care about poor black people, is when they demolished that building. Demolished it like Chili Bibi, Tommy, like Chili Bibi. Them rather demolish the building than to get that building be for black poor people. That's when I realized Prime Minister Rowley and this current PNM had nothing to do, have no interest in empowering black people. None. How could I support that? How could I support a party that have 26% of my people living below the poverty line when under Kamala Prasad and I'm going to admit, when I start to see what Prime Minister Rowley was doing to black people that look like him, I started to look at the statistics under Kamala Prasad successor. Let me take this call. Yeah, caller, welcome. I want to finish what I have to say. Go ahead, caller. Sorry about that, caller. Caller, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Caller, repeat what you said. We didn't hear the first part. Go ahead.
Maloney could go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Miss Santa Cruz. You are one of the few UNC who taking him up on that and the others. Once he continue bashing the PNM and think they ain't asking him nothing about that. They ain't asking him anything about
but
that.
This is transparency and accountability here. This is transparency. And we balance.
I know the things that were said, right? I know the things that were said, right? Called a heart and all these different things. I and all was saying, it look like that is it for PNM, you know, because the kind of thing you're hearing on the talk shows and the calling programs and them, you understand? It look like it is it for them. But I ain't care because all I want is good governance, right? And if people do
are you getting that now?
And that face the jail, face the jail.
Are you getting that?
I like the PNM for taking that same position too.
Gordon.
Mr. Manning, and that.
Gordon, is the people of Trinidad and Tobago getting good governance from the current PNM government?
But how they go get good governance if you admitting that all you did care about was Laventille?
Yes.
Laventille is not the only part of Trinidad.
But here's why. Wait. Here's why.
San Fernando. All you care about is Laventille.
Let me tell you why.
Nah, man.
Let me tell you why.
Nah,
Can I tell you why?
Nah.
Can I tell you why?
You can't care about Laventille alone. You gotta care about Trinidad and Tobago.
Laventille is Trinidad and Tobago.
Whole party just for one
Laventille is Trinidad and
just
Tobago.
For one area.
Can I tell you why?
And I want to give other people a chance to call.
Okay.
Let me say this before I go.
Yeah.
I know where it had junior runners, 16-year-old, beat 22-year-old and thing. Senior runners.
What?
Okay?
Okay.
But the man said he was answering to the Prime Minister. He not answering Fitzgerald Hines. So a junior runner could do better than a senior runner. Tell the people the truth, okay? Later.
Right. Yeah. No, Tommy, that Gordon is a typical PNM person. Right? All them just want to do is to shift the goalpost. You know, Tommy, it's interesting, right? It's interesting. Laventille is one of the communities that have never forsaken the PNM. Is that correct, Tommy?
This is correct.
So,
excuse me.
Gordon, Joseph, and them, right? They don't have a problem with other communities across the country developing and Laventille getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Gordon Joseph them don't have a problem with that, you know. and the pastor with the internet search engine told me, just give me 1 minute. And the pastor with the internet search engine now. Now, when I fight for my community, you hear what he's saying? Hey, you're supposed to fight for everybody else. You're supposed to do this and do that. And while my community that I grew up in getting worse and worse and worse every year under a black party, the PNM. Eh? And I supposed to sit down there and, all right, let me fight for Labre. Let me fight for St. Joseph. No. I fighting for the community that's been under the PNM suffering peacefully. Go ahead, Tommy.
Now, the analogy with the runners is totally inappropriate.
Forget about that. I don't wasting my time with that. That make no sense. That makes no sense. And I'm a runner.
Simply all we're saying is that you're giving somebody authority to fix a major problem. You have to give them the respect that is due. And I think it's disrespectful to have him report to someone who is of a
Junior.
A lesser capacity.
Yeah. Caller, welcome. Tommy, let's take this call. Caller, welcome.
It was shit. Pleasant good day to you and Uncle Tony and everybody on the line. But sir, Gordon Joseph, if it's one thing I'm sure about, you have plenty questions to answer to the devil. You know? I thought he was a little bit wicked, but you're evil allowed to enterprise. Because if you live in a community and you realize by things ain't going so good and they want betterment, and you want to reach out to those who are authority to make sure your community raise its standard, because I have been doing it for Point Fortin. I can study to uplift San Fernando and I live in Point Fortin and I realize Point Fortin going down the gutter.
Talk Point Fortin. He want me to worry about Westmoreland. He want me to worry about St. Anne's. He want me to worry about St. Joseph. He want me to worry about all of them. And the community that I from getting worse and worse and worse. Right? Yeah, using that word. Worse and worse and worse. And that's why Gordon Joseph and them is PNM till they're dead, you know. I never was a PNM till I dead. Never.
But here what going on? When not going on, here what going on? They see all them bodies and they want cut. I bring in a few of them. When they decide to bury them, they go put some of that in the hole with them. If they really want a dead PNM, I bring in some bodies, they want cut down and pray for them. Boy, these people are now wicked and evil to their own self, boy. Gosh, boy.
Thanks. Yeah, Tommy, just imagine that, Tommy, boy. Imagine, Tommy. Lavantil have never forsaken the PNM and God from past the street, you know.
Wow.
If from past the street, that's what I tell you, boy, you know, there's a bigger kind of juice that them fellas and them drinking. Sometimes they throw it on their hair too. Yeah? And it makes them kind of bazody. They don't think straight. They're not thinking straight. Imagine you have a person fighting for their community who is considered, when we look at the socio-economic status of these communities, at the bottom of the ladder, and Gordon Joseph want to come and say, you should fight for the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, Gordon. Correct is right. Fight for the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. Look, we already 66 and 2/3 of the show already gone, and we even play a video yet. Not even one video. Tommy? No, Tommy, you nobody's serious, boy. You know that is sad, boy. And that is just told you, when you talk about PNM people and thinking, they don't go hand in hand with them. And Miss Santa Cruz, me, I don't have no problem admitting, I have always admitted what I did in 2015 and 2020. Always admitted that. But when I started to see the true colors of the leader of the PNM, Prime Minister Rowley, that he want to have nothing to do with the elevation of black people in Trinidad and Tobago, how I go continue to support that? How I go continue to support that? Let Gordon Joseph and them support that. Let them support that. And Fox Islam and Big George and them, I can't support that. How I go support that? Right? I'll be a traitor to my own self to support that. And then, let me add, when I started to look at certain statistics under Kamala Persad-Bissessar with respect to black people, yeah, black people, I started to say, but wait now, boy. Wait now. Boy, they really brainwashed me in truth, boy. Even me, boy. They was telling me something because I didn't have the information. I didn't have the information. And once I get the information, I said, nah. Go ahead, COP. COP.
Good afternoon to you again, Wall Street. Good afternoon to you, Uncle Tony.
Okay, Coach.
That's a distractor, you know. The neighbor message man tell me right now to just wait for when 1:30 reach, just lock in one time to distract you. They say, I don't know. I don't ask you, Gordon Joseph, the pay you to do that, man. You just distract our program with you say like the constructive talk and nation building conversation. You like them thing? Or you being sarcastic, man? You being sarcastic? Or you always stand up for the whole, or you want to stand up for the whole country? You don't like the black people in it? Because your party has some Indian ministers and them making all the money in Trinidad and Tobago. That way you're contented with it? Wall Street have a right to stand up for the community. Let me say good afternoon to Miss Santa Cruz and welcome Miss Santa Cruz. What happened in 2015? What happened in 2020? That was the past. We're moving on now. Welcome. This is a home here for you. This is a home here for your topic, for your views and your contribution. So welcome. What happened in 2015 and 2020? That was the past. Me and you stick with our party in 2010 and in 2015 and in 2020. Other people can stick in their party. But if they want to come over in 2025, we welcome them and we support them and we give them 100%. If Uncle Tony want to stay with his party, we tell Uncle Tony to come across to the United National Congress to Uncle Tony. Do like Anselm. Anselm never even say he's supporting the UNC. He's condemning the PNM for the wrong they're doing. Probably when election time reaches, he will advise people, hey, all come on, let's all of us support the UNC. But for now, the program that he running over here, we must give it 100% support. We must give this program 100% support, Ms. Santa Cruz. These are foreigners. Open a program for citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to express themselves and people from all over the world to express themselves. Ms. Santa Cruz, welcome. Invite 2-3 of them. Invite 2-3 of them again and come and make your contribution over here. In the diaspora, your contribution is worthwhile. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Bless.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we
But
can
I'll
go for
say, just to clear the air, I always say, regardless of where I am, I'm an independent. And I think independently and who fits my agenda and makes the most sense to me is who I will and I do support. And that's final.
Yeah. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna look
Top of the hour.
yeah, look at top of there. Look another one of we friend come, William McLeod. Willie come. Remember Willie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me put Willie quote up there. Willie come by. Okay, look, Fox come too by. Oh God, Fox put up our editorial there already. Fox come first on his editorial. Now, folks, we're gonna go for a quick station identification. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you. We're gonna go for a quick station identification and we run back. When we come back, we go play a little bit of videos. We have plenty videos. We go play a little bit. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's 1 to 4 p.m. Folks, don't forget, share the live on Facebook, WZYE 95.9 FM. on YouTube, WZYE TV on YouTube. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Your text and your voice notes are welcome.
And I want to add something, Tommy. Miss Santa Cruz, you want me to continue to support a party that's not supporting my community. And is that what you want me to do? You want me to support a party that is not supporting my community, has been in power the longest in Trinidad and Tobago. Don't you think I'll be anyway? Let me take it. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Yes. If you are not satisfied that your party is not supporting you,
Community.
I endorse
Community.
you using the privilege that you have
Gordon,
not to vote for them.
Gordon.
Yes.
Gordon. Not
Yeah.
me, Gordon.
Yeah.
Community, Gordon. My community.
Listen to me. But how could you say that when the community voting for them? So it's obviously, so what, they're putting a gun by the community head and say, everybody have to vote for me?
No, they're putting CPAP by the head.
Man.
They're putting
community
CPAP.
is satisfied with what they are doing.
They're putting
or
CPAP
if
by
they're
the
not
head.
satisfied, they just dislike what the other one might do.
All right.
Which one it is? You that do statistics, tell me.
Okay.
Huh? Right? And listen to me. By calling me all kind of thing, I don't know what that will do. You understand? I had things nice. God on my side, I on God's side, my family, we are very blessed. We helping a whole lot of people, and that's what it's all about. So you can call me wherever you want. My only concern is, please, don't call me collect.
All right. All right.
Oh, Lord.
Santa Cruz calling this phone here, boy. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome back. You hearing me?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Good afternoon again, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Yes.
No, I'd just like to correct something. Maybe you misunderstood what I said. I asked you, how could you support a party that never supported even building, fixing over the 2 schools in the Laventille area, but could spend 57 million on the zoo, among other vanity projects? They treat them like shell nuts. They don't do anything for them. Wall Street, look at how long it took them to fix that sewer system in the Beatum. If that was under Mrs. Passabi-Sesta's government, that would have the most it would have taken less than a week for the most. And you know what? I want to congratulate you on what you said about when you went back and checked what Mrs. Passabi-Sesta did for, as you referred to black people in this country. She didn't see color. She saw the human race and she was helping everybody. She didn't discriminate when it came to laptop. Look at the children with the baby milk grant and all this kind of thing. Children with glasses, orthopedic surgery, everything. She didn't discriminate. She saw the human race. She didn't see color. And for they to come now and be saying these things, and I want to tell Fox Islam something. Maybe you should go back to the day that Section 34 was debated in Parliament, when they were repealing it. From the minute then AG Anand Ramlogan heard what it is was happening, he went to the DPP and to the Prime Minister and they stopped it. Nobody, and even Marlene McDonald, it's all answered, admitted that nobody benefited from Section 34. Nobody. And it was immediately repealed. Asian Steve took it to court and it was turned down. Right? Now, when Volney asked the DPP for a list of the crimes, nothing about white-collar crime was on the list. That is how they were able to do that. But I'll tell you something, Mr. Wall Street, here this evening. Nobody benefited from Section 34 under the partnership government. But we had PNM had their own Section 34. First, with Karen Eunice Teixeira, signing that MOU to bail out Clico, and she never told anybody that she had $11 million in there, plus 10 plus thousands of shares in Clico. That was one Section 34. Another Section 34 was Andre Montile taking money out of the Home Mortgage Bank to put into his company, Stone Street Capital. We had A&V drilling. That was another Section 34. Where this man now benefiting from 110 million in compensation plus 10 years in contracts. And then all you want to talk about Section 34 under the partnership government. Well, not you, but Fox Islam and them. And then the $3 million handshake that was given to this man, Malcolm Jones, for they turning down the case. I always say, when you see the people from the Balizé Glass House want to pelt stone, boulders coming back. Thanks a lot, Wall Street. Take care.
Thank you. Tommy,
Yep.
I'm telling you, Tommy, you will hear most PNM people say, most of the BR PNM people say, and listen to this, sir. I could talk about black. I could talk about them. I know other people, if they talk about them, they go call them all kind of name and this, that, and the other. But I talk about that from a statistical standpoint. I don't just throw things up on the wall, these spaghetti cherry, and see what will stick. But you see, when I use them facts, the same PNM people that ask, where you get them facts from? Where you get it? You can never prove them facts. If I can't prove it, or you could disprove it. Or you could disprove it. Go and disprove it now. It's simple, right? Not hard. Yeah, caller. Point 14, welcome. Oh, just now. Sorry about that, point 14. Start over.
There was she.
Yeah.
You know, I paying attention to the program for a while now. And you know what it is, I understand. Remember, I remember sending a video where Judge Judy was questioning a little boy about talking the truth and lies.
Yeah.
Well, here what's going on. Gordon Joseph, all his contribution we have been making, if he was so sincere, don't you think that other people who listen to the live will side with him? But when everybody else talk, watch how much people siding on. Because that information there, it had truth and what is we bringing out. But Gordon Joseph stands alone because why? He's a liar just like Keith Rowley. And all of them have plenty questions to answer when the time comes, whether in this life or in the afterlife. Doctor, not listening.
You know, I think, Tommy, I think that it appears to me that many PNM people have accepted the condition of Lavantil. Even people who are living in Lavantil and voting for the PNM. Right? They have accepted that. And as I've always said, they rather suffer under a black prime minister than to prosper under an Indian prime minister. Yeah, Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Ansem. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to everybody on the live and the chat. So, Mr. Ansem, everybody just be talking about being balanced. But a lot of people don't know about being balanced. You know? Back in the day, people didn't have a right to vote. You know? Now people have a right to vote. You see, people have to understand right from wrong. When UNC was in power, people say they did wrong, whatever. People had their opinions, people, they vote them out. Now this PNM government in power for 9 years. And it comes like what the PNM supporters do. If I ask my parents and them for shoes, and my parents them cannot buy the shoes, I go and blame my neighbor because my parents them don't want to buy the shoes. That will come in. UNC is in opposition, PNM in power. So it's just like when the UNC was in power, you say they did wrong, they did right, they did wrong, they did right. But PNM supporters PNM don't do wrong, you know. Everything they just do right. And they just say they balance. But every conversation and every phone call that they make and they come in here, they always have to compare PNM with UNC. And UNC in opposition for 9 going in 10 years. But they won't call all the things that going on. Right now, this man doing illegal calling, then get papers after doing that, and then be able to sue the government. But they ain't talking about that. They only talking about in the past. So don't call and say you balance. And it come along, go along, get along, and they're not balanced. Because this is somebody on the outside looking in. Right? Mr. Hanson could vote for whoever you want. Mr. Tommy could vote for whoever you want. Everybody have a brain. But we know most of the PNM Sokofan brainless. The program from boot. So don't talk about balance, Mr. Gordon. Because to me, when I listen to your contribution, every contribution you call in here and talk about you not balance. So look up and listen, Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy.
Yeah, man, correct. You know, Tommy, we have always said it here, right? Fact number one. Who it is give David Mohammed the piece of land that he have on the corner of Old St. Joseph Road and Prisca land? Who it is give it to him?
Amla Prasad Bisesa.
And it is not that he didn't ask for it under a PNM government. And Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa give it to him the day before an election.
Because she realized that she would not have won, and she wanted to make good.
What type of person does that? What if that person don't like
caring? You have to be caring.
You have to be a caring person. You have to be a caring person. That's fact.
There's no ifs, no ands, no buts. You have to be a caring person to do a thing like that, to make sure that you deliver on that promise.
Point number two. What type of person in power and comes to you and talk about a building for the Laventel to Worship Empowerment Center, and rather than organize for that organization, not Wall Street living in America, Wall Street good.
Comfortable,
right? You decide to mash down that building like Chili Bibi, a black man with a black organization. What does it tell you about that person, Tommy?
They don't care.
Oh, Tommy.
No, they just don't care. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out who cares and who doesn't care.
That's two examples. Two. Only want me keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Who is this give the Baptist the land to put up the what is it, school? The Baptist school, whatever it is? Who it is? Who was it did that? I don't remember who it is. Oh, Pandey? You sure?
I'm probably wrong.
You sure it was Pandey? Who it is give the pantry in Begoda land? Who it is?
Pandey.
Who take it away from them? Who take it away from them?
Is it taken away yet? Or is it the process of?
It going through.
One straighter.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, go ahead, COP.
One straighter, Uncle Tony, the PNM philosophy is not to develop the black community. It's to ensure the black community work in all them white people in restaurants, fill up the jailhouse, make sure the white people and them who transporting them, make sure them get money every month and benefit from the treasury of this country. And Dr. Rowley, they put Dr. Rowley over there to ensure that happen. Tell me, Mr. Gordon, what Dr. Rowley do in any black community in all the PNM constituency for the past 9 years he have been there. The most he do is put a swimming pool. And it's right now the swimming pool have more of it. But we, in the East Indian community, they could tell you what the PNM do in the East Indian community. And nothing in the black community. And Dr. Rowley was put there. Dr. Rowley and the PNM philosophy is to ensure the African race in Trinidad and Tobago, they benefit nothing
from the resources of this land and to keep dumb, to go and support all them white restaurants and them to make sure the jailhouse are 95% black and 5% white. That is what the PNM philosophy. That is what their intention. Because they rule by the colonial masters. They rule by the white Syrians in this country. Thank you. That is a fact, Joseph Gordon.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I want you guys to listen to this. Listen to this.
We need to confront a reality that we cannot run away from. And that reality is, in a diverse society aiming to do well, that African people are not doing as well as we expected or as well as we might. Fact. I distinctly...
What have you done about it? What have you done about it, Prime Minister Rowley? What have you done? What have you done about it? Words. One set of nice words. They're not doing good. Yes, Prime Minister Rowley, because you have 26% of them living below the poverty line, right? The kids scoring under 50% in SCA predominantly look like me. They give out 100 Cape scholarship. 80% of the scholarship then went to people that look like you, Rowley, Prime Minister Rowley. Eh? Yeah, they're doing bad. Who they doing bad under? Kamala Prasad Basesa, Bazdeo Pandey, George Chambers, Dr. Ek Williams. Who they doing bad under? Eh, Tommy? Caller, welcome.
Thank you very much. I would contribute sometimes based on what I hear, because even though the host says I go along, come along, and is not balanced, if I could
wait, stop.
message
Gordon, one
to
minute.
help
Gordon,
create balance,
Gordon,
once the opportunity is there, I will do it.
Gordon, 1 minute. You gotta make up your mind. You gotta make up your mind. Wait. Let me finish. You gotta make up your mind.
Yeah.
It's either I'm balanced or I'm not balanced. You're calling earlier and you said I'm balanced.
No. Oh gosh, listen. When you are balanced, I will tell you a balance on this topic or this issue.
Oh,
if you are not, if generally you are not balanced, I will tell you you're not balanced. I've said it so many times. I don't think I need to repeat it every time.
Go ahead. Where do you contribute?
Sometimes you come across balance. I said the same thing about Tommy just now, they too. All right? So I would respond according. Now, when I hear something that is totally misleading, wrong, in error, it might not necessarily mean that the person who bring it deliberately decide to bring something in error. No. I think sometimes what happens is they go along, come along concept. They hear John say it, and because John is part of the go along, come along, they repeat it. And I am saying you have a nice concept, which is to fact check. The only problem with that is you don't fact check all that you should fact check. You know, only fact check when you feel that, hey, this could give me some points, you understand? Or give my party some points, that kind of thing. That's my only problem with that, but that is a good idea because I have heard almost everybody from all the different sides come up with wrong, erroneous things. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying, before you bring that out, you should be able to verify it so that the go along can't have a tape playing it over and over and over. When they say they're stripping it, that done there, you know. We don't go and repeat it and all kind of thing, you know. You understand? And that is why I feel comfortable by listening to Jenny and Mr. Chance and Rowley Jr. because when they come up with something, you understand? You could see what it's lining up with and you could deal with it. But not like 50% come out with it and 22% in it. And under this one, under all them things, all them statistics you're presenting, eh? And yet still you go and vote PNM, not once, not twice, and tell me about your community. And don't use your right hand when you're pelting me with that.
All right. Yeah. You see, Tommy, he didn't realize that. It is from 2015, right? When the PNM came into power, and after 2020, and I started to do a research, a balanced research. Yeah. Balanced research. I started to realize the difference. And from those balanced research, as a person who is, well, we did get a free P&M education, but then again, P&M had to give everybody education because them was the government. It's not like they give me a free education. They had to give all of us education, right? But Tommy, I did some homework, Tommy, and I went into the murders under Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bissessa and under Prime Minister Rowley. And Tommy, you will be surprised to know that when you look at it, with lower black people living below the poverty line, the murder rate is lower. With higher amounts of people living below the poverty line, the murder rate is higher. You did hear what I said, Tommy?
Claro, like Rio.
Okay, let me give you an example. Right? From 2010 to 2015, approximately, I take out 2010, Tommy, because that was a shared year between the People's Partnership and the P&M government, right?
Correct.
Okay. I took out 2015 because it was a shared year between the P&M government, right? No, that wasn't a shared year, 2015. Yes, I was a shared
That's
year.
the election, yeah.
Right. That was a shared year between the P&M and the People's Partnership. Okay? So when you look at it, right, there was 1,548 murders from 2011 to 2014. Right? Take out the 2 years, 2010 and 2015. In 2010, there was 485. In 2015, there was 410. Now listen to this. Listen to these statistics. Under Prime Minister Rowley, from 2016 to 2020, there was 2,407 murders. 35% more under Prime Minister Rowley. Yeah? Yeah? Or you can go and get the numbers, you know. Go to TTT crime. Go to TTT crime. Let me repeat that. Now, I took out 2015. In 2016, there was 463. 2017, 494. 2018, 516. 2019, 538. 2020, 396. And listen to this, all you. Listen to this, 3 years alone. 3 years. 2021, 2022, and 2023. There was 1,628 murders. In 4 years under the UNC, there was less murders than 3 years under the P&M. All you? And them is the years where we had 26% of black people living below the poverty line under Prime Minister Rowley. All you go and dispute them facts now. Dispute them now. All you dispute them now. You see, I want to thank them, you know, for opening my eyes and started to be balanced, as Gordon Joseph does say. I started to be balanced, Gordon Joseph. And when I started to look into these statistics, I was like, way. I said, Tommy, boy, what? Tommy, these are facts, you know. This is not fiction.
Facts don't lie.
Facts is a stubborn thing. Fox and Gordon Joseph and William and Willie, we partner Willie McLeod. It's a stubborn thing, you know. Look at here, it's up on the page. Look at here. When I see that, I say, but wait now, boy. I don't understand this. I say, what? Look at these statistics now, boy. Tommy, between 2011 and 2014, the highest amount of murders was 2012, 383. Again, I removed 2010 and 2015. Between 2016 to 2020, the lowest amount of murders was 396.
That was
The highest, right, 2020. The highest in 2012 was 383. The lowest, 383 in 2012. Okay, let me repeat that. In between 2011 to 2014, no, the lowest was 354, 354, Tommy. I actually give them more credit. 354. Right? Between 2016 and 2020, the lowest was 396. You see what I'm saying, Tommy? That was the lowest, eh? You know what the highest was? The highest was 408 in 2013. And between 2016 and 2020, the highest was 538, Tommy. These are the facts. The whole facts and nothing but the facts. Let me take this. All right. Sorry, I missed that one. Yeah? So, you know, when all you want to talk about facts. Talk about facts. Yeah, caller, welcome. Sorry about that. Missed that one. Let me see if there's any voice notes here. Hold on, eh? Okay. Caller, welcome.
Yeah.
Caribbean Soul
Facts
call
is
back.
a stubborn thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's a nice program to listen to. Yeah, you get it live and direct.
Okay.
Now, we talk about the potato the other day. You had two farmers. One farmer.
Oh God, you're going over that again. We get that already. We get that already. Give me something new now, man.
Yeah, but if we get it, how you could be comparing them kind of numbers?
But these are the facts.
How you could be comparing that kind of numbers? Because listen to me.
Yeah.
I hear the PNM people talking about the most amount of revenue was under the People's Partnership, the price of oil and gas and everything. The most. So if that was the case, and based on the logic that they try to do, which is the tuishness, that crime breeds lack of jobs breed crime, right? So then they should have been creating the amount of jobs that you wouldn't have the amount of murder that you say it had.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not what I said. That's TNT crime statistics.
Or you're distancing yourself.
No, I'm not distancing myself.
You're distancing
You
yourself.
want me to put it up on the screen for you? You want me to put it up on the screen for you?
You're throwing them under the bus, boy.
You want me to put it up on...
They say that crime is as a result of lack of opportunities and no jobs. And I'm saying you had the biggest amount of revenue, and there was so many persons that were unemployed. It had people unemployed, and it will always have people unemployed because it has some people, listen to me, they're comfortable to just get money just so. Don't break a sweat, don't raise an elbow. If they could just get money just so, they're good with that. Go full out a form and put in put in $5 and get $1 million. It have people who banking on that. It have people who banking on that. So when you come in to tell me about under this period, there are X amount of murder and another. So then just now you're going to tell me about under this period, they had this amount of flooding. But look, under this period now, look how much flooding we have. So the government should have been able to control the cloud, control the rain. Oh gosh, miss me with them kind of stupid logic now, boy.
Okay.
Look, murder always going up, no? Always going up, no?
Okay.
What you could do is you could do things to slow it down, like call a state of emergency as we see happen, right? Because everybody inside, so obviously the number could be less. So that man only listening to it under him, but that's what I said. Yes. What was the condition in the country at that time?
Gordon, let me, don't leave. Gordon, don't leave. Listen to what I have to say.
Yeah.
The logic that murder is always going up is illogical.
Tommy, let Gordon listen off here because he's not going to hear you. Gordon, listen off here. Listen off here. Go ahead, Tommy. You got to listen off here because you're not going to hear you.
Talking about murder is always going up, that is not true. We live in the United States. We have seen murders go from an all-time high to an all-time low.
We've seen it in Newark. We have seen it, Tommy. I don't know what he's talking about. Go ahead, Tommy.
So that logic that murder is always going up, like you would say, miss me with that.
Because, not just you, miss everybody with that.
Because with the right measures and programs in place, you would reduce it significantly. And we have seen it happen in New York and New Jersey, where we are here in the tri-state.
Listen, man. God need to travel a little bit. Let me take this voice note. Hold on.
Good evening, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. Mr. Washington, you could agree with me in this one because Gordon wouldn't know about this. But when you was still a strong PNM, majority of the people who were supporting you was UNC people, and they were still in the chat supporting your channel. Them PNM people still didn't like it there when you was a PNM. That was show how deceitful them is.
And you know that's true, you know. Tommy, that's very true. Oh God! Hey, real soul, that's true, man. That's very, very true. That is the truth. That is absolutely true. All right, let me see this. All right, let me take this one. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, sorry for calling again, Mr. Answer, Mr. Tommy. But Mr. Gordon Joseph talking about with back in the time UNC had the hyper. Who was the man who went on CNN and said the windfall was great for the war in Ukraine? Who was the man who went there and said the windfall is a big substantial? What did they do with the money? They help the church, they help people in Trinidad when they get a big windfall. Who was the one? Was UNC went to CNN and see how it have a big windfall? Or it wasn't Stuart Young? Gordon Joseph, get your facts, brother. Buy a computer, brother. I know reading is good, but this day and age, buy a computer, brother. Look on this thing.
Donkey, he coming up short, boy. Very short. He coming up very short, boy. Very short on that one, Tommy. Murder's always going up, Tommy.
That is
Where you get that from, Tommy?
A lot of things he said, some of it makes sense, but that there is total nonsense.
Garbology. You're being generous. That garbology.
Murder's always going up.
You know,
when there's no crime plan.
Yeah, and when you look at look follow these statistics here for from 2016 to 2023. Follow it, Gordon. Follow it. We have to play a few videos here. I want to play a few videos.
Yeah, play some videos.
Yeah, let me play some videos. Hold on, Yeah, Point 14, welcome.
Yeah, well, shit.
Yeah.
So when Christmas List was in Trinidad, and he was interviewing the young men and them who involved in crime, could you remember what was the problem that they say that leading them to that lifestyle? I think they mentioned in a few of his videos saying that there was getting lack of
opportunities. Yes, lack of opportunities. That's exactly what they said.
Right?
Yep.
And I Kamala, it had a lot of jobs available. When I tell you it had a lot of jobs, I remember one time when I was working, man used to leave, take no pay leave, and go and work shut down for big money and come back and get back the job. It had job all over the place. But I want to tell Gordon Joseph, don't go and buy that computer yet, you know. Where the books and buy a book. And don't buy is a special book where you going to look for how to get my brain working again. Because your brain finally stopped work. Get a book was saying how to get my brain working again. And when the brain starts back to work, then you go buy the computer.
Folks, this is an editorial in today's Express. The title of the editorial was 10 Blood-Soaked Years. Take a listen.
10 Blood-Soaked Years. An opinion by Ralph Marich. In 2015, amidst the swearing-in of the Dr. Keith Rowley administration, I wrote, "Guns blazed, bodies fell, and blood flowed in Acarcas, San Fernando, Chaguanas, Laventil, Arima, and Tobago. 30 people killed in 21 days. As though celebrating the arrival of the new government, I said Rowley was unmoved by the carnage. Not long after, newspaper headlines reported bodies on the road and merciless. 5 persons killed in 24 hours and 14 in 7 days. Week of death, declared one Saturday front page, but also deliberately showed Rowley having great fun with a DJ at a cricket match after frolicking for a week at nuptials in Miami. Detached, unconcerned. Is Rowley serious? My column asked. Now, almost 10 years later and around $70 billion spent on national security, we are heading for over 5,000 people murdered in this population of 1.4 million, the sixth highest crime rate in the world, higher than New York City with 8 million people. Joint police/army patrols have surfaced again. Will they suffice? 7 years ago, in a column called PM Wholeness, I urged Rowley to consult his Jamaican colleague who has been doing much more than patrols in his joint efforts with the Army and police against crime. Rowley should have listened. He could have avoided the over 4,500 murders so far under his watch. Keith Rowley and his government will not solve our growing crime problem, says Professor Selwyn Cudjoe. Rowley is much too arrogant, indecisive, ill-disciplined, and uninspirational to lead such a vital national effort. Last November, he was apparently stirred from his detachment when 8 more persons were gunned down in a 24-hour period. He declared the state would redouble its efforts to stop these violent outbursts, hunt down and disarm perpetrators, and make operational adjustments so state security services can act with dispatch. What did the tough talk produce? 100 Army reservists for Christmas and Carnival so people could shop here and shop there, party here and party there, declared the National Security Minister with trademark triteness. Killers continued murdering people singly, doubly, and en grape. I told Rowley again, consult PM Wholeness. The Jamaican Prime Minister has been methodical and comprehensive. Under his National Security Act, Andrew Holness brought together his defense force and police and created zones of special operations, ZOSMS, under joint command to uphold the law in a zone, rid the area of all illegal weapons, ammunition, or other contraband, empower members of the joint force to search without a warrant within a zone, and establish, if necessary, a cordon and declare a curfew in the region. How do Rowley's joint patrols compare? Former Acting Police Commissioner Stephen Williams says, a police officer and 2 members of the defense force merely walking around is not good enough. They must be searching vehicles suspected of conveying violent criminals and searching persons on the streets who are suspected of possessing firearms. Former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith finds it totally unacceptable it has taken Rowley 9 years to recognize the resource of 5,000 members of the Defense Force, doing nothing really, when they could have been utilized as a very powerful tool to complement the police service. And never forget, we must also arrest our social decay, manifesting in epidemics of domestic violence, child abuse, teenage pregnancies, absent fathers, school hooliganism, and more. This is the incubator for the crime levels convulsing the country to near irretrievability. We need regenerative action through the whole-of-government approach to heal our decaying society. Jamaica has been doing it and now has the country's lowest crime rate in 24 years. The multifaceted approach, says Wholeness. His ZOSLess includes social transformational initiatives in communities affected by high crime rates. The man is arresting social decay and proudly reported success to his parliament. Indeed, for the past 6 years, he has been applying a framework for the whole-of-government response to citizen security by scaling up the zones of special operations to reclaim communities captured by criminals. Last March, Wholeness told his parliament the zones have yielded success in the 7 designated communities: Mount Salem, Denham Town, Greenwich Town, August Town, Norwood, Parade Gardens, and Savannah Lamar. These communities collectively recorded a 40% reduction in murders compared with pre-ZOSO figures of 2017, he said. The number of active gangs in Jamaica decreased by approximately 36% in 2023 to an estimated 176 gangs, down from an estimated 276 known gangs in 2018. A massive reduction, Wholeness told legislators. See, folks? It can be done. Murders down, gangs reduced, social decay arrested. It takes leadership. From the start, Holness placed himself at the front of the battle, assuring his nation, "I will lead a campaign to make Jamaica safe and secure." This prime minister didn't occupy office, but duck responsibility like his Trinidad and Tobago counterpart, blaming everyone else under the sun: police, parents, schools, community, even God. No wonder Rowley's decade-long tenure will be stained with over 5,000 murders. No wonder one citizen has said death is everywhere, referring to killings every day in Trinidad and Tobago. No wonder Rowley's legacy will be 10 blood-soaked years.
So there you have it. That's an editorial today in the Trinidad and Tobago Express. I want to play one more editorial for you all. That is an editorial with respect to a state of emergency in Trinidad. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Yeah. This I listen to, and I want to say this, and you will tell me if I'm wrong. If you want to get an interview concerning PNM and you want to hit them for 6, you see all the persons who, when the captain picked the team, they didn't make the final 11, talk to them. Talk to those persons, Mr. Shera, Mariano, Ralph, especially Ralph, right? Talk to them, all right? But how come he didn't mention anything talking about Jamaica? How come he didn't mention anything about the Jamaican Prime Minister and the opposition in Jamaica come together and they come up with a good law, one that we wanted here? How come he didn't mention anything about that, boy? Or that's for me to call and mention them? Okay, well, if that is the case, then I will do it. You want to accuse me of being on balance and being PNM? Okay, go ahead and do that, right? But if the PNM, if the government in front and the government behind, meaning those in the parliament, they agree on measures to stem, and I don't like when they talk about crime and they only talk about murder, because murder is not the only crime, because I'm telling you, it has some crime that they're giving it color. You see the other crimes on them? Yeah, now, they're doing probably as much or even more than what murder doing, you know, because murder, you're seeing it, but it has some crime out there that taking milk out of baby's tea, you understand, and causing the mother, the father, the child brother, the child sister to do things that still resulted in murder. So crime should not only be murder, it has other crime too that needs to be dealt with. But you're hearing more that, all you're hearing more murder. So if tomorrow police got to solve all the murder, everything will be all right in Trinidad and Tobago? No way. No way. So I'm saying that, hey, when you're talking about Jamaica, don't only talk about the Prime Minister do this and the Prime Minister got together with the opposition on a very important law, and I like that law. They catch you with a gun, partner, no bail. No bail. What are you doing with a gun? You're a hunter? Well, like, you're supposed to have a document to show that. All right? You're into athletics, you need the gun to start race? Okay, no problem. You have a document to show that. All right? You went on that diary, you got firearms license, then no problem. But other than that, and they should deal with you very severely. You and those who are involved in corruption, they have to deal with them severely, no matter what party they belong to.
Thank you. Here's the editorial on state of emergency.
The Case for a State of Emergency in Trinidad and Tobago, an editorial by Professor Wall Street. In recent times, Trinidad and Tobago has been grappling with an alarming surge in violent crime, leaving citizens in a state of fear and uncertainty. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley faces mounting pressure to take decisive action. Here are 10 compelling reasons why declaring a state of emergency might be the necessary step to address the runaway crime in the country. 1. Escalating murder rates. The country has witnessed a disturbing increase in homicides, with recent weekends seeing double-digit murder counts. This spike in violence demands immediate and extraordinary measures. 2. Public safety concerns. Citizens are increasingly feeling unsafe in their own homes and communities. Home invasions, armed robberies, and gang-related violence have become all too common. 3. Economic impact. The rampant crime is not only a social issue, but also an economic one. Businesses are suffering, tourism is declining, and foreign investments are being deterred due to the perceived lack of safety. 4. Ineffectiveness of current measures. Despite various initiatives and joint operations, the crime rate continues to rise. A state of emergency would allow for more stringent and coordinated efforts to combat crime. 5. Control over illegal firearms. The proliferation of illegal firearms is a significant contributor to the violence. Emergency powers could facilitate more aggressive and targeted operations to seize these weapons. 6. Curfews and movement restrictions. Implementing curfews and restricting movement in high crime areas can help reduce opportunities for criminal activities and allow law enforcement to regain control. 7. Enhanced law enforcement powers. A state of emergency would grant law enforcement agencies additional powers to detain suspects, conduct searches, and gather intelligence without the usual bureaucratic hurdles. 8. Public confidence. Taking bold action can restore public confidence in the government's ability to protect its citizens. It signals a commitment to addressing the crisis head-on. 9. Preventing vigilantism. As frustration grows, there is a risk of citizens taking the law into their own hands. A state of emergency can prevent the rise of vigilantism by showing that the government is in control. 10. Historical precedent. Previous states of emergency, such as the one declared in 2011, have shown that such measures can be effective in curbing crime when implemented strategically. In conclusion, while a state of emergency is not a decision to be taken lightly, the current situation in Trinidad and Tobago may warrant such drastic action. It is crucial that any emergency measures are part of a comprehensive strategy to address the root causes of crime and ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens.
So there you have it, Tommy. Let me play a few voice notes here.
Yeah. State of emergency is a great idea, except that those who are charged with policing need to be educated effectively, or should I say properly.
There you have it.
Good day, Mr. Answer, Mr. Tommy. So Rowley is a geologist and Gordon Joseph is an archaeologist. So anything that Rowley write on his stones, Gordon Joseph just read it and believe it.
Oh God. Let me get a next voice note here. There we go. Hold on.
Wall Street and Uncle Tony, Gordon Joseph, Kamala create 170,000 jobs in this country. I sure the comfort you have over there now, you will be get under the UNC. Dr. Rowley fire everybody. Dr. Rowley fire over 150,000 people in this country. Gordon Joseph. And all them children and them that killing one another today. In 2010, in 2015, when Dr. Rowley win election, them little children and them was 8, 9, 10. The oldest one was 11 years. After 10 years, there's 21, 22 years now. They're killing out one another. Why? Because Dr. Rowley fired the mother and father. The mother and father can't mind them, and they had to fend for themselves. Gordon Joseph. Gordon Joseph tell me if you guys work on that pande on that camera. Wall Street, according to Gordon Joseph, if you get rid of crime, you will still have the problem. Well, Gordon Joseph, we will get rid of the PNM. And when we get rid of the PNM, it will have less crime in the country. Because them PNM supporters, and them, were breeding crime, bringing up children, and it's them who are creating all the crime. So what we have to do is get rid of the PNM, and it will have less crime in this country.
All right, let me see if there's any more voice notes. Hold on there. I think. Okay, I think I played that voice note already. Let me see. Okay, no. No, there's no one there. This person says, Joel Sprang Winter says, good day. Exit polls in Venezuela show the opposition polling at 65%. Let me see. What's again here? Okay, Miss Atlanta. Okay. Let me see there. Thought I saw another voice note here. Let me see something. Let me see this here.
Oh. So that's the point. So now you're endorsing election gimmick. Okay, I thought you were against election gimmick. So you're saying she gave him just before, and the next one say so that she will win the election. Okay, I get it. I get it. Mouth open and Japanese jump out. No, Tory jump out. Okay. All right, I understand. Well, point 14, I tell you, I'm really not interested in hearing you until you apologize. But if per chance you get chance to talk, after you apologize, you could tell me what I lie and say. Tell me what I lie and say. Don't just come out and say I lie and do like they go along, come along people and them. Once you come up with some good strong points, either you're PNM or you don't like UNC, or you're a liar, or you're dunce, or you're, oh gosh, man. Tell me, show me. Yeah, and I'm willing to apologize. I'm a man. A man does do that. Right? You're talking. Anyhow. Oh. But Miss Santa Cruz, why you itemizing all these things? I hear UNC saying that that's what government's supposed to do, so you're not supposed to talk about it. Oh, you didn't hear it? Yeah, this is what was said. A lot of the UNC people say, why you itemizing these things? That is what government's supposed to do. Well, point 14, I tell you, I'm really not interested in hearing you until you...
All right, folks, let me go back to the chat. Let me go down here. Hey. Brooklyn, welcome.
Hey, well, shit, I'm not good to me. Good afternoon again.
Yeah.
What should you hear about a program under the PNM called LMSIP?
Yeah, Lavantie Mover School Improvement Program.
That was supposed to enhance the education of the African children within the East-West Corridor, Lavantie Mover, them areas,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I could tell you about that program, you know. That's how I know about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but what was the result you read out in the last 2 years with our children feeling?
Most of the last year in the SCA, most of the kids scoring under 50% in the SCA look like you and I.
Okay, so that's another failed program of the PNM again for Black people. That's why I asked you that question.
Yeah.
That's another program that the PNM issued in communities for African people, children that have failed our children. I want Gordon Joseph to know that. They don't teach me the right things. We need to get the children into the schools where the Westmoreland children learning from, for the children to get the right education, to be successful. We got to stop breeding laborers and breed business owners. Gordon Joseph, but the PNM job is for us to breed laborers. That's why every program they have done has failed our people. Gordon Joseph. Rashid, I didn't know about that program.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
just a bamboo. That was a bamboo we here thinking that they're doing something for me.
Listen
but
to
look
this.
at the result.
But let me tell you
Yeah.
this. I was in the Ministry of Education, and I used to deal with the person who was in charge of that program. That's how I know about it. And
you see,
the person told me personally, she told me,
yeah,
Phil, your eyes went to Gloucester Lodge High School. Remember Gloucester Lodge?
Yeah.
That school was not in Lavantil and environs. And he wanted that school to be part of the program. You understand?
Wow.
And she said, well, Mr. Hines, that school is not in the areas for the program. He said, don't worry, you make it, get it done. And they used to return millions of dollars back to the treasury for that program. Millions of dollars. Me, I'm asking all, I telling all. That's why when he said Limsip, I know the program. I know the program. I personally was part.
How much years? How much years that was? That was like 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, long
And
time
look at the
ago.
result. Look at the result of our children in the SCA and the combinations of these exams. Look at the results. But yet still, in the Kamala Prasad constituency, them children passing with wind, full speed ahead. Right? But yet still they say Kamala developed all she community. She built all these schools. Yes, she do the right thing. What the PNM did, Gordon Joseph. We're not here to fight you or argue with you. We're here to bring facts. And the facts is not your government did benefit anybody.
Yeah.
Well, I said, yeah, video with the same thing. But I just to show you how much nonsense they did. But yet still Gordon Joseph and them supporting that party. Let me just say one more thing. Santa Cruz, at the point in time when Wall Street voted PNM, Wall Street had plans to help African people in these communities. It was Wall Street didn't vote PNM for himself.
No, I ain't vote for myself.
From the PNM.
I ain't vote
right?
for myself.
He did it because he was promised certain things that he would have been helped in this same situation we're talking about here, educating the young people of Chumakak and East West Corridor. You understand? That was his aim and mission. So we shouldn't even be upset that he did that. He did it with a cause.
Yeah, community
with a
in mind.
reason.
Correct.
And that's why today he chose not to support them because he realized that they have been lying to him.
The evil and wicked. The evil and wicked. I
He
could tell you.
wasn't clear enough. He wasn't clear enough. Now they said the only one they want in the party that is the leader. Well, should have a good night.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the evil and wicked. That's what it is. Yeah, the evil and wicked. Hey, Mova Defender, call back. Yeah, the evil and wicked, Tommy. Yeah. I go sit down. Yeah, Mova Defender.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to stop when you say Kamala gave David Mohammed the building. I didn't want you to stop. I also want you to stop to go ahead and say Rose Hill School in Lavantil.
Yeah.
Was built by the People's Partnership.
Correct.
Mova Market School was broken down by the People's Partnership.
Piccadilly School still not open. St. Philip still not open.
I come around there.
Okay.
How about the Mova?
Okay.
Market School was broken down under UNC in 2013. Started back to build. PNM win the election in 2015. It stopped. It nobody never went back there to fix it till the other day. They just went and clean up the site and then lock it back up again 9 years after. Then we go again. Piccadilly School closed down. St. Philip School by John Day closed down. And Gordon Joseph want to come here and talk shit with me here. But well, so you tell me you're from Passage there wasn't shocking, because only Mova and Lavantil people that brainwashing. You know what I'm telling you about shit? But I have noticed with Gordon and like him, people like you, right? Anytime you're talking about the PNM, you're not balanced. But if the UNC was in power, that's why I love Anthony Rogers so much.
Yeah.
It means something.
It's the truth.
As you're talking PNM, you are not balanced.
Yeah.
The pastor of the internet search engine name said on our program, he is not trying to be balanced. He's not balanced. He's not telling nobody balanced.
Yes.
I don't hear God just said nothing about that.
No. He say no more.
But you know the hurtful part about this worship? Anytime we talk in worship, it's not for me or not for you, Because you in America, I in Trinidad have a little football thing.
Yeah.
We talking for people, But he who talks the truth, he who can accept the truth, he is the one that speak it. And I want to repeat this. He who can't accept the truth, hear those who speak it. And one more thing, the forest voted for the axe because the handle was made of wood. Thinking the axe would have been for us. Enjoy evening Wall Street.
Yeah, man, bless. Folks, we're going to go for a quick break.
Yeah.
Folks, put closing comments in the chat. JB Harper, welcome. Put your closing comments in the chat. And I'll tell you, we here, we tell the facts. And me personally, I don't run away from nothing that I've done. Nothing. Nothing. I ain't running away from it. I ain't running and hide from it. But I can tell you, I ain't going to continue to make the same mistake over and over. I'm not making the same mistake over and over and expect to get
what is insanity?
Yeah. Doing the same thing over and over and expect to get different results. How can I continue to do the same thing over? Folks, we'll be right back. Stick and stay. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95. Let God and Joseph and them keep on doing the same thing over and over and hope to get different results. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. And you know, go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, fuck Islam, you're right. It's the same as Ansels. It came from a black man.
Yeah.
Except that Wall Street was bringing finance from the US to do his project.
Tommy, tell him, Tommy. Repeat that, Tommy. Repeat it.
The finance was coming from the US to do the project. It wasn't from local banks or any government or any local organization.
I never asked the PNM for a red penny. Never. I have never asked the PNM for 1 red cent. The PNM have never put. Let me tell you something. When I go into the gas station, I don't use a PNM card to put gas in my tank, you know. When I go to the grocery, I don't use a PNM card to buy my groceries, you know. When I shop on Amazon, I don't use a PNM card, you know. The PNM have never put a red penny in my account. As a matter of fact, we have this radio station here, WZYE 95.9 FM. This radio station have never even received not one, I'm being generous, a quarter, right, of a public service announcement, a PSA from the People's National Movement. A PSA public service announcement. And I know for a fact, each ministry have a media budget on a monthly basis. I'm asking all you, I'm telling all you, never receive one. And all you want me to continue to support them and Faris Alwari and Colin Burt and Rohan Sinanan and Terence D.R. Singh and Stuart Young and them living nice and happy of the government. Of the government. And then Prime Minister Rowley going up in Laventille and telling black people to wean themselves off the government. All you miss me, Gordon Joseph and Foxism and all you. All you continue to have the PNM enslave all you and all your people. This young man is not going to have it. I am not going to sit idly by and see the PNM under a black prime minister who said he could be the blackest man in Trinidad, enslaving black people in Trinidad and Tobago. Marcus Garvey says, any leader that teaches you to depend on another race, hello, Prime Minister Rowley, will, look. Yeah, point 14.
There was shit again.
Yeah.
So Gordon Joseph, you want me to apologize to you? I'm apologize. I'm apologizing, not realizing it is an oxymoron. I apologize, not realizing that there are more than one of you all being an oxymoron. And I apologize, I should have realized they are oxymoron way before you even born. So I apologize for all them things.
Yeah. All right. Folks, put your closing comments in the chat, okay? Oh boy. All right, let me take it. How to be balanced.
You see why they hate me so? The man said that nobody is supporting me. So you see why? He who speaks the truth. And you itemizing all these things what the UNC do, but I'm telling you, the UNC callers and messengers and them saying that don't talk about them things. When PNM talk about what they're doing, which I agree with, a government supposed to be doing things
So don't come and tell me you build this and you build that. And you're supposed to be doing things. So I agree with that position. Don't tell me about what the government do and what the government do. But look, that's what you're doing. You and your people say, boy, government supposed to do them thing. But you come in and tell me, but this is what UNC government did, and this is what they did, and this is what they did. Oh God, tell all when all they pelting them thing, don't use all your right hand.
Last one. Folks, put your closing comments in
Okay,
the
no
chat.
problem, right? So give me the evidence now. Don't just say it. Yeah, give us the facts now. Give us the evidence now that he was bringing the US. US what? You know what US mean? You know what US mean? Huh?
You see, Tommy? Tommy, you hear him?
Yeah.
You hear him? I mean, really and truly, boy, I feel Gordon Joseph and Fox Islam and them want black people to continue to live at the bottom of the ladder in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't think them fellas have no interest in black people elevating themselves. They want the PNM to stay in power so black people could continue to be at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder. That is what they want PNM to do. They want PNM to stay in power. So people like them, listen now, I sure Fox Islam good and Gordon Joseph good. I sure that. Them good.
No,
Yeah?
no, they're like the blackest man who don't believe black people could do anything.
Yeah. And listen to him, Fox Islam. With young man Wall Street. You could tell me you could tell me what I am? You could tell me what I am, Fox? Ah! Oh God, Fox, all you good, all you real good. But all you continue to support our party that have all your people look like all you at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder. Continue to support them. Continue to support them. Continue. My closing comment.
Just wrap up here.
Yeah, my closing comment. But we didn't get to half the thing we do. All right, here it is. Uncommon advice. If you don't know what to pursue in life right now, pursue yourself. Pursue becoming the healthiest, happiest, most healed, most present, most confident version of yourself. Then the right path will reveal itself. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yep. This is about light. I feel we're all lighthouses, and my job is to shine my light as brightly as I can to the darkness. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror. You have to become that change you want to see. But if when you look in that mirror, you don't like what you see, do not blame the mirror. Like I always say every week, never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. See you at our next session, which is on Monday from 7 to 10. Till then, good night.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Highly closing comment. Tortured by the way things they deem God, leaders of party and politicians in government, the true God whom they refuse to know, with this, their final condemnation comes upon them. Fox is now closing comment. Closing comment. Your vote in PNM to never cut sale financial Ashanti Kingdom Investment Trust, 4.7 billion USD partnership Wall Street. Yeah. Fighting for people that look like you and I. Fox. Let me see what else. Miss Santa Cruz says William Blake. The man who does not alter his opinion is like standing water and breeds reptiles of the mind. Miss Santa Cruz, excellent. Let me get you a round of applause for that, Miss Santa Cruz. No, I think she a round of applause for that, Tommy. No, I think she a round of applause.
Yeah, very good.
Very good. Very good. Outstanding. Yes, take this, Miss Santa Cruz. And Miss Sandra Cruz, I know you put that in there for me because I have altered my opinion. Yeah? Hailey says, for your show, okay.
For you, show your what?
I mean, maybe it was at the bottom. Look what Fox says. David Mohammed built his own building. Oh, God. I mean,
Nobody said no.
Oh, God. Who gave the land?
Right.
Eh? Who gave the land? Is the PNM game the land? The PNM game. I don't like to hear facts, you know. You don't like to hear facts. Let me see. Let me see. Go on. Joseph have a voice note. He sending his voice don't have something to do with the PNM, something to do with politics. You understand? Let me see his closing note. Yeah.
My closing comments. We have issues. We have problems. Cussing one another. Disrespecting one another. Trying to belittle one another. Definitely would not help us with the issues that we have. Some of the issues that we have is the same thing they are dealing with in Guyana, in Barbados, in St. Lucia, in Jamaica, and other places not far from us. We could look at how they are dealing with it, and we could learn something, and we could talk about it. But cussing one another and trying to belittle one another, not doing anything at all. Let's come up with ideas and solutions. And if you say, all right, the only thing that will make this place good is to get rid of the government, well, all right, when election time comes, just use your finger, I hope, your finger alone, and do it. That is all. In the meantime, hush them out, and let me see what we could come up with to help them to fix things. Yeah? All the best, and don't forget to pray. Love God and man.
So there we go. We out of here. See you guys tomorrow. 7 to 10 p.m. WZYE 95.9 FM. And Lady Gypsy coined this song. We should hear this song a little more. We out of here. Bye-bye.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much a one thing good for nothing. Too much a good thing never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up we PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost their hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring me bell, wake up Eric Williams, tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring me bell, wake up Mother Cornhucks, tell she to cast a spell on we party, not what it used to be.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money,